As another Upper Peninsula summer starts to wind down, that means the high school football season is now upon us in the Great Lakes State. And starting tonight through Saturday, here around the great state of Michigan, there'll be high school football being played. In the central Upper Peninsula is where you will find the Sault High Blue Devils as they tangle with the Escanaba Eskimos. It's the first regular season meeting between the two clubs since 2017. The Blue Devils have not beat Escanaba since 2014. In the Sioux, that game was played, and that was back in 2014 when both teams were members of the Great Northern Football Conference. The Devils look to rewrite the script here tonight along the banks of Lake Michigan. And with that, good Thursday night football fans, I'm Dave Watson, my new partner for Blue Devil football. Of course, for this season will be Ryan Wollan taking over for Pat Bennett, as Pat has now moved in as the athletic director at Sioux Area High School. Ryan will be with us as much as he can be, and he is traveling over here to the Central UP right now, and he'll be with us here approaching game time in thereabouts as we get ready for week one of the high school football season. Optimism is everywhere as far as this time of year for high school football, and some questions with the Blue Devils. A new quarterback, first time we have had to say that in a while, as Jake Davey carried the mail for quite a while for the football Blue Devils, and he was a 4-year starter for Sault High, played more than any other player under center for Sault High in the course of the season the course of the years for Blue Devil football. And now it's up between Callan Campbell and Caden Lujan as those two split the snaps in the training camp, as Callan is the man that gets the nod, as Campbell will start here tonight for Sault High. Of course, he's been a 3-year starter for the Blue Devils, and now a 3-year starter. He has been on the varsity since he was a freshman with Sault High. So Callan Campbell now moves in under center for the Blue Devils, and a lot of talent around the offense and defense for Sault High, and in particular, they have a very good offensive line and defensive line. John Burke is outstanding on the line. Of course, John, it was announced, will go and play Division I college football next season, with the earliest signing for a Sault High football player in a long time, and in particular at the D1 level, and that's John Burke going to Central Michigan University to play for the Chippewas next year. Adam Horrigan also is outstanding on that line as well for Sault High. There's some intriguing storylines coming into the year, some question marks. That's high school football and high school sports in a nutshell for you folks. And this is a Sault High team that I think can make some noise. It's a different schedule. It's going to get even more different next year as teams continue to adjust to the new playoff system, where the bigger the school you play, the more playoff points you get. There's no more 6 wins and you get in. That, of course, burned Sault High last year. They finished 6-3, but because they play in a conference where every school is smaller than them, that hurt them. And that's why they picked up Escanaba. And one of the main reasons they picked up Escanaba and Petoskey. It's going to change even more next year, as it's on all likelihood they will be out of the Northern Michigan Football Conference, and an semblance perhaps of a Big North Football League or something like that, or independent or whatever they go. That's where in the neighborhood they're headed to, so they can strengthen their schedule, and it's all to try to make the postseason. And of course, they also picked up Superior Heights from Sioux, Ontario. That's a huge school over I think 2,000 kids, maybe closer to 2,500. That counts. They'll play them in week 4 on a Saturday. And, of course, then the Northern Michigan Football Conference schedule, which takes up 6 of the 9-game slate for Sault High. That will start next week when they will play the Grayling Vikings. We'll continue on the kickoff show here in a moment. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back as we get ready for high school football. Sault High in the opener against Escanaba. We're in the Banana Belt, and back in 2 minutes on 1230 WSOO. And we're back in Escanaba as they get ready for the Eskimos to make their appearance onto the field. It's week 1 of the high school football season as you listen to Blue Devil football here on Radio Sioux. And I'm your play-by-play guy, Dave Watson, our new partner, my new partner, our new football analyst this year. He was with us for 1 game last year. And, of course, if we would have had our crystal ball out, we'd be able to tell you that he would have been with us coming into this year for the whole season. And Ryan Wollan is with us, taking over for Pat Bennon. Big shoes to fill, but Ryan, very capable. We're glad to have him here. And also, thanks for joining us here tonight on the road, Ryan. And welcome Mike's side. It'll be fun to call as many games as you can with us this year.
Yeah, for sure. I've always loved listening to the Blue Devil football on the radio. I grew up with it, so like you said, Pat Bennon did a good job. Dude got some big shoes to fill there. I think he'll be great for the athletic department as well.
I thought that was I was sad to see him go, but I knew we were going to fill his shoes here very capably with you, and I was very happy to see he will be the athletic director at Sault High because I think that he was kind of bred for that kind of position.
Yeah, he is for sure.
So he'll do good there. Now to the football team. Some questions coming in. First time, as I said in the top of the broadcast, that we'll have a situation where a new quarterback. And
absolutely.
They split the snaps at the start of the year in training camp. Callan Campbell will get the nod tonight, and Cade Lujan, of course, will play. It's a situation where you don't have a developed guy waiting in the wings, so you go to your best athletes, really, is the way I looked at it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, too, and I think you'll see Sault High kind of in certain situations. You might see him put Lujan in, too. They might have certain packages where I think Callan, being a big, strong kid, they're going to want to run the ball with him. I don't really know his throwing ability, but I think we'll see some Lujan get some snaps, too, personally. That's just my opinion, though.
I think we will see that as well, and we'll also – this team has a lot of skill. John Burke, who will go to CMU next year to play D1 college football, anchors a very good line. Adam Horrigan is outstanding. So this is a team that has a lot of capable guys. Looks like they're going to the anthem, and we will take a break and be back here on 1230 WSOO. Welcome back to Escanaba as we get ready for high school football here tonight as the Blue Devils get ready to take on the Escanaba Eskimos. Dave Watson and Ryan Wollan, and we had to take an abrupt timeout because of the national anthem. They had a lot of pomp and circumstance here. It's a humid night, overcast conditions, great crowd here, and Escanaba at this beautiful complex they have for football. The band, of course, is playing, and they're ready for football here. But we're talking about the fact there's some questions with this team, Ryan. But let's talk about the certainties we know, and that is there's some skill guys here. We mentioned John Burke, Corrigan, and a lot of beef. I wouldn't be surprised if you can establish things, and once you get the quarterback situation kind of confident, you're going to see if they can run the football as much as they possibly can, especially early on. Absolutely,
and like you said, they got a lot of beef on that offensive line, so I think the Sault High's game plan is just going to be control the line of scrimmage. They're going to want to run that ball behind Johnny Burke, I'm sure, but Sault also has a lot of speed in their skill position, so I think you're right. Control the line of scrimmage, get Callan going, and get these skill position players the ball and let them use their speed to their advantage.
Remember River Ruckegum? He was outstanding last year, and a little scat back. He's starting at the halfback position, so he's a guy to look out for that could break a long run as well for Sault High. Blue Devils will kick off as they will move from left to right as seen on your radio dial, and the Eskimos have 2 men back deep as the kickoff will be taken here in moments time as the ball is set on the 40-yard line, and the Blue Devils will get ready to kick off, and Kiekefer is kicking off for Sault High, did the kicking duties last year as well. We're underway for the 2022 high school football season. Kiekefer's kick goes out of bounds, and that's an automatic penalty flag for it to go out of bounds, and Escanaba will get a first down and 10 coming up, and they'll get a little more yardage to it with that automatic penalty with the ball being kicked out of bounds. That happens a lot, especially early on in the season.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, good first defensive series for Sault High this year. I'd like to see them come out, set the tone early, and I think they got a little sour taste in their mouth from last year. winning 6 games and not making the playoffs. So I think you're going to see a lot of intensity out of this Sault High team this year.
They were one of 6-3 teams that did not make it. It was controversial last year. We talked to Mark Ewell, the executive director, about that. Of course, he heard a lot of barking because, of course, his in-laws are from Sault Ste. Marie, the Bell family, and his nephew Cale's on the Blue Devil team this year as well. But it was controversial, but teams have to adjust to the new system. And there's the spread offense Escanaba goes with, and they go with a little draw play off the right side, and a gain of a yard or two. The ball carrier was Ben Johnson. He's a veteran back for the Eskimos. Bailey Lamb is the new head coach, 2014 graduate. You may have played against them.
Yeah, we never
Ryan.
played Escanaba when I was a senior. We played on my JV when I was in JV.
2nd and 9. It's a screen pass completed across the 40-yard line up to about the 42. In on the tackle for the Blue Devils was number 24, St. Jacques, as he's able to bring down the receiver on the play for the Escanaba team, and that was number 3 for the Eskimos.
Eskimos are moving fast in their offense right now, kind of a hurry up. That was just a quick dump into the flat. Sault High flew to the football.
And now it's 2nd and 3. Here's a little handoff and a drop play down the left sideline. Johnson breaking tackles into Blue Devil territory, and he's all the way across the 40 to about the 30-yard line for Escanaba into Sault High territory.
Yeah, nice little cut outside for Escanaba there. Missed a couple tackles on Sault High. We're going to have to get rid of that mentality here. Wrap the guy up. 2 arm tackles. He gained a lot of extra yardage there.
And now it is a first down for the Eskimos as they get big yardage into Blue Devil territory. And now back to pass is Bray. It's tipped up in the air, a screen pass over the head of Johnson. And he tried to come down with it, and he was met right at the line by number 42 for the Blue Devils on that play. We get a whistle, or the good play over there on that left side for Sault High, 82, I should say, Gravel.
I thought he almost intercepted that for a second. Escanaba player bobbled the ball and almost got picked off.
And now this is a handoff to Johnson, and he's swarmed by white shirts. Callan Campbell is there. He'll gain maybe a yard on the play and brought down.
Yeah, great push by the defensive line for the Blue Devils there. I think that's what they want to do, just get in the backfield, and there was nowhere for the Eskimo player to go.
That will bring up 3rd and 9 from the Sault High 28-yard line for Escanaba. 3rd and 9, they spread the field, twins to the right. One lone back is back there, and now here's a throw and nearly picked off again to the right side. That time Bray went for Adam Reamer. Incomplete pass, double covered over there. There's a flag in the backfield. 2 flags.
I think there's going to be offensive holding here. Looks like Callan was getting held on the defensive end spot. And that will bring up, as they pick up the penalty flag. And the penalty is declined because it will bring up 4th down. It was on Escanaba, as Ryan mentioned, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 9 from the Sault High 28-yard line. Now they spread the field, twins to the right. Bray is looking right side, and it is completed to Reamer. Reamer trying to get to the 20. He's brought down to about the 22-yard line, and good coverage over there. That was Caden Brown over there to make number 9, Dejan Willis for Sault High. Good coverage on that right side. Yeah, again, perfect coverage. I thought he had a chance at intercepting that ball too, but good play by him by being right there to make the tackle. And the thing I'm seeing with the Blue Devils right now, there's 11 men going to the football, which is nice to see. So good series, first series for Sioux's defense.
They stopped the Eskimos as they were able to get down into Sault High territory, but the Devils' defense did a nice job. 1st and 10. First time the Sault High offense is on the field from their own 23-yard line. The handoff goes off right tackle, number 24, River Rickingham, and Rickingham is brought down. He gains maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, Rickingham there didn't really have anywhere to go, was met immediately at the line, and I think they're going to see him get a lot of carries this year. Is he a senior this year, Dave?
Let's see here. River, number 24, is a junior.
Junior, yeah. So nothing doing right there for Sault High. So 2nd and 9, here to go.
Rakegum did get a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 for the Blue Devils in the 24 of Sault High. Low draw play. Rakegum again cuts off left side, and Eskimos quickly close the gap and bring him down on the play at about looks like the 25-yard line in that neighborhood.
Yeah, Escanaba also flying to the ball right now. Sault High offensive line isn't really pushing this defensive line back, so 2 sweeps, could be possibly a pass here, a little waggle from Callan.
Now Campbell, he's in the spread. He'll shotgun formation with the twins to the right, one lone setback off his right hip on 3rd and 8. Now Campbell looking back to pass for the first time. Callan throws, and it's completed to Gravel, and that was a beautiful throw as he caught it, and Gravel's knee went down just shy of the 40-yard line. That was a nifty little pitch and catch.
It was, yes. Very good patience by Callan there to read all of his coverages and make the throw to the right guy.
And a gain of 14 for a Blue Devil first down. Rolled out to the right, and, we kind of held our breath.
Yeah.
We were kind of first pass.
He had lots of time, though. He had a lot of time to read the whole defense, so he made the right throw.
Looked good.
Yep.
As you would expect, he is a big, strong young lad. Now on 1st and 10. Now this is going to be Rakegum right up the middle. Huge hole there, and it scoots all the way across. Or actually, not Rakegum.
That was Cale Bell there.
Gave that to Cale Bell,
fullback.
Big fullback.
Yeah,
and
nice
he scoots
run
across for a first down at the 49-yard line for Sault High.
He's sure not afraid of contact. He broke a couple tackles there and got the Sioux the first down.
As you would expect from a Bell.
Yeah. Yeah, I was glad to see him out there this year.
And that is another first down for Sault High. Now the handoff goes up the middle again. It's the big fullback Bell. He's across midfield into Escanaba territory, and he's tough to bring down. They finally bring him down at about the 43-yard line. Caden Brown brings him down for Escanaba.
Yeah, 2nd and 1. Two great runs by Bell there, right up the middle. Hard to bring down. That's going to be good wearing down these Escanaba defenders, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Callan do a little sweep here.
2nd and 1 for the 42 of the Eskimos. Split backs behind Campbell, receiver off to the left side. And now the handoff goes to the big fullback, and this is Bell again off the right side. Nope, check that, number 42. That's a Nick Albacall. Albacall fumbles the ball, and that was at the Escanaba 30 just before he went down, and the Eskimos take over. Oh, that's a killer in Escanaba territory.
Yeah, we were starting to drive, finding success with that fullback, and, all you can do right now is forget it, get your defense back out here and get the ball back. That's unfortunate. It was right on the sideline, too. Last second hit. Kid knocked the ball out, and a good recovery by Escanaba.
The offense was really moving well.
They were, yeah. That fullback was really tearing up the Escanaba defense.
Rakegum had a couple nice runs. Turnovers are a killer, but you can get it back. It's 1st and 10 for the Eskimos from their own 29-yard line as Sault High was marching into Eskimo territory, but for not. And now the Eskimos take over. It's 1st and 10 for their own 29. They spread the field, and they'll pitch it on a reverse to the right side, and Sault High closes the gap immediately on that right side. It was a reverse sweep, and Campbell on his weak side comes in and meets the ball carrier for Escanaba. That is Reamer, and brings him down for a loss.
Yeah, great play by the Sioux defense there. Campbell turned the ball inside, didn't let the kid get outside, and he turned him into where the rest of the Sioux defense was there to tackle him. Great play by Sault High.
Split backs behind the young man and the quarterback for the Eskimos in Bray, and that's Carson Bray. He has twins to the left, a receiver to the left, and twins to the right. And there's a quick throw, incomplete to the left side on that play. It will bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 from the 27 of Escanaba for the Eskimos.
Man, Escanaba's throwing the ball a lot right now. They're in this shotgun. They kind of got twins on the left. So Sault High's getting back there too. They rushed that throw, so good play by the Sioux defense. Another 3rd and longs. Try to get out of it here.
3rd and 12 coming up from the 27 of Escanaba for the Eskimos in the shotgun. Bray, he'll look, he'll throw, screen pass left side, completed, wide open there, down the sideline, first down, knocked out of bounds to the left side on the play, and knocking him out of bounds for the Blue Devils was number 3, Sebastian Salcido Arroyo, and a completed catch for Cole Reese into Blue Devil territory. That's an Escanaba first down
Yeah.
on third down conversion.
Good patience there by Escanaba quarterback. He waited and waited, stepped up in the pocket, and backside drag was what caught it. So good patience by Escanaba.
They spread the field, twins to the left, a little draw play up the middle. They go with Ben Johnson. Not much doing there. A host of Blue Devils. Birkin on the play, along with Lujan and Evan Urbic. A lot of beef there in the middle. And they gain 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up from the 38 of Sault High.
Yeah, I think that's Sault High's strongest point is their defensive and offensive line. They got a lot of big kids here.
Now they spread the field again, twins to the right, and it's nearly picked off. It might have been, and it was boinked around there, a little pinball. Campbell tipped it up to Burke, who tried to dive to make the play on the ground, but an incomplete pass. It might have went off the foot of Campbell, who leaped in the air, Ryan.
Hit his hand, then his foot, and Burke dove for it, but couldn't quite hold on.
Like putt-putt
like
golf there through the clown's mouth. Bray down the field he goes, incomplete. He had a man there, but it was good coverage because the receiver Johnson heard footsteps over there, and a good play by the Sault High defensive back to break up that pass. 4th and 8 coming up for the Eskimos from the Sault High 38, and of course now decision time. Could be 4-down territory.
Looks like
do you pin them?
Yeah, it looks like they're going for it again. They're finding a little success with this passing game. So,
now here they go. It's going to be 4th down. Bray looking back to pass under duress, throws across his body, wide open man, completed inside the red zone. Gravel brings him down. Wide open over there was number 7 to the left side, Trent Lawson. First time we've called his name. A tremendous Eskimo he is in multiple sports. First down, Eskimos in Sault High deep territory at the 12.
Yeah, I think Gravel just kind of got lost in coverage there. The quarterback was rolling to the right. Looks like he was going to get sacked and then lost his man in coverage.
And now this is a draw play to left side, breaking tackles and forced out of bounds. A good play by Salcido Arroyo to flush him out. And ball carrier that time, again, was number 2 for the Eskimos, Ben Johnson.
Yeah, if Salcido doesn't make that play there, that's a touchdown for the Eskimos. So good job by him by being there, form tackle, get him out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 8 from the 10 for the Eskimos. They spread the field. They look, throw to the right side, completed inside the 5. That time it was Lawson. He had coverage over there, double covered. Number 2 in on the tackle for Sault High, Max Scott.
Also another flag here.
Check the marker as the white hat will confer with these other officials. It was off the right side on that screen pass. Now here comes the head official to give the signal. He's going to actually talk to Bailey Lamb, the Escanaba coach, here for a moment. 6:20 to go here in the opening quarter. No score. Eskimos driving deep in Sault High territory at the Blue Devil 10. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, a couple bad conversions given up there. A couple 3rd and longs on a couple. I've noticed the Sioux defense is really playing the short pass very well, but on the long pass, they've been struggling right now. I think they're losing their man in coverage and taking their eye off their guy and watching the quarterback instead of staying on their guys. So those long 3rd downs has been hurting Sault High so far.
The quarterback, Casey Bray, when he threw that one across his body, was a killer.
Yeah.
Because he had them dead to rights in their own territory, and that let them off the hook and gave them a first down in Sault High territory. Now 2nd and 2 from the 5 after the penalty flag against the Devils. Bray under duress, and down he goes. It's a sack for the Blue Devils, and a nifty one at that for Adam Horrigan, who blew up the middle, and Bray had nowhere to hide, and he's brought down a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, beautiful play by Horrigan. He just knocked his guy right on his butt and got right back in the backfield for the sack. Great play by the Sioux defense. Plus, there was a couple more coming. It looked like Campbell was right there, too, so great play for Sault High.
That's critical, because now it's 3rd and 12 from the 15, so now you back them up.
Keep your guy in front of you.
It's a 10-yard loss. Bray now has twins to the left, a single now to the right. Back to pass, Bray over the middle, and it is caught inside the 5. He beat double coverage over there for the completed catch for Escanaba, and it was Bray able to find his man right up the middle.
Yeah, they're still going to be short here. I think 4th and 1, I would imagine they're going to go for it here. Probably a little run up the gut.
Riley Husky with the first down for Escanaba. Now Bray, he'll draw play. Johnson breaks a tackle, cuts to the left, trying to get to the goal line, dives towards the line. I think he is shy.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close, but I don't think he made it in.
Sioux ball.
Sault High ball. It was on a fourth down play, so twice now the Devils defense has stopped Escanaba towards the goal line.
Big stop, too, right on our own goal line. Big play for the Sioux defense. Now, hopefully the Sault High offense, they found some success in their first drive, get some ball security here, and drive right down the field.
5 minutes to go opening quarter. Both teams have moved the ball nicely. Now Sault High's backed up against their own end zone. They want to be careful here as they have 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line. 5 minutes to go opening quarter, no score. Teams have been moving the ball, both teams have.
Very well.
Now Campbell under center. He has split backs behind him. They bunch the set here on their own goal line, trying to get some breathing room on the handoff. Up the middle they go across the 5 to about the 9-yard line. Good run there to give them a little separation from the end zone.
Yeah, good run and good push from the offensive line. Kind of got a big group there, and as he was running the ball, and they helped push him as he was going. So these, I've noticed these Sault High running backs, they don't go down easy. They fight, so that's good to see.
Lower their head.
Yeah, they
really
go.
Good low center of gravity, and follow their blockers. Follow those big uglies.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
And away you go. 2nd and 4 from the 10 now with Sault High for the Blue Devils. And they'll hand off. This is cutting up the left side. Has some breathing room again. Bounces across the 20 to about the 25. And a good run for Sault High.
That looked like Rickenham again. Good hard run. Nice cut back up the middle. Find the hole. And then break a couple tackles and fall forward. Great play for Sault High.
And the Blue Devils able to get a good run there for a first down. And that was a 15-yard carry. They'll take it.
Yeah, everything's working good right now. Just got to hold on to the ball. Don't give it back.
First down, Sault High, 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 25-yard line. 4 minutes to go opening quarter. And now this is a handoff off right tackle across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The big fullback again, K.L. Bell, with a good run.
Yeah, this Sault High offensive line is really controlling the game right now, giving these running backs a lot of room to run, plus with the help of the running backs running hard. So good play by Sault High. Let's keep things rolling.
Garner 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 2 coming up for Sault High from the Blue Devil 33-yard line. 3.5 to go opening quarter, no score. Dave Watson, Ryan Wollan from the Central UP on a humid night, overcast conditions. And now this is going to be Campbell. It wanted to run it, but the flags will fly. False start, perhaps.
I didn't see it.
We'll get the signal in a moment from the official. Legal shift. Looks like a legal shift.
Yeah, I think they had a guy come in motion. Looked like they were going to run a sweep with Campbell there at quarterback.
Yeah, Campbell wanted to move, and he was moving. He was moving. There was line movement, all kinds of wiggling going on.
That's a big kid to bring down with this offensive line.
No kidding. Now it's 2nd and 7 now for the Blue Devils, and this is Campbell again. He'll keep it himself, breaking tackles, looking for a hole, and he's shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Campbell wanted to get outside. There was nothing, so he cut back in and gained a couple yards, but he cut right back into the Escanaba defense. So, well, we got our 3rd down here, so excuse me, I'm sorry.
I'm coughing. I'm making Ryan cough. 3rd and 6 coming up for Sault High. Big 3rd down here from their own 30-yard line. Under 3 minutes to go opening quarter. No score. Receiver off the right side. Split backs behind the quarterback. Campbell back to pass. Rolling off right side. Throws it up. Good coverage over there to knock it away by Caden Brown as the Blue Devils wanted number 15, Carter Olszewski. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, Campbell rolled out, was under a little bit of duress. Good coverage by Escanaba, just a little high out of Carter's hands, and looks like Sault High is going to be forced to punt here.
Blue Devils will punt it away as they will have the punter standing back, and he will be just shy of the 20-yard line. There's the snap. Kiekefer will punt it. It's a good booming high end-over-end punt. Nobody back for the Eskimos. The deep man was already way up on the play, and that will roll all the way down to about the 12-yard line where Salcido will touch that dead. Good special teams. An excellent punt by Kiekefer. pinning the Eskimos back deep in their own territory.
Yeah, can't complain about that. That was beautiful. Keith Kafer, he was there last year. He had a couple big kicks for Sault High. It's nice when you can get a kid that can actually kick your field goals and make extra points. And because, when you get later in these games, to be able to kick a field goal, that's huge.
That is. And it's one of those overlooked things, but it plays a big role in games.
That 1 point can really make a difference.
Special teams is huge. Well, it cost you and your dad's Packers.
Oh, don't get us started.
Yeah.
He's probably rolling his eyes at you.
I'm sure he is, and perhaps saying nice things that he can't repeat on the radio, knowing your dad. And now back to pass break, screen pass left side. Great play defensively. Salcido's having a great game as he popped that ball loose. It goes out of bounds, and that would have been a catch if it wasn't for Salcido, intended for Cole Reese. Boy, Salcido's really playing great coverage from his defensive back position.
He is. And that was a nice big hit on the Escanaba player, so I noticed that Escanaba is just running those quick little flat routes, so good read by Salcido.
2nd down and 10 from the 11 on the incomplete pass. Twins to the left, receiver to the right for Casey Bray. Little draw play, and met immediately by Lujan, who wraps up the ball carrier Johnson and drives him back towards the 5-yard line.
Another big hit for the Blue Devils. Lujan came right through the line untouched and just put a big smack on the Escanaba player. Great 2 plays for Sault High here. 3rd and long again.
Great play by Lujan.
Yes, for sure.
3rd and 13. This is when they've been trouble because they've gone to the aerial attack downfield, and that's where Sault High's had trouble on the deep passes. We'll see what they can do here. Screen pass, perhaps. Back to pass. Bray's going deep. He'll throw it incomplete pass. There's a flag coming out. Crowd wanted it, and they baited the official almost into it there with the oohs and ahs. And I think they did hold him for a quick second.
Yes, yeah.
And it's a pass interference on Sault High.
Oh, man, that's unfortunate. We just can't get out of these 3rd and longs right now. But, again, it was double coverage, it looked like, got beat, and we just got to keep our guys in front of us right now. We get in these 3rd long situations. Sioux defensive backs are just, I think they're taking their eye off their receiver and just trying to watch the quarterback, and that isn't helping right now.
That will bring up 3rd down, or actually now to a 1st down, and we're actually, is it 15 yards or just a 5? I think it might be just a 5. No, it is enough for the 1st down.
Yep.
And I was hoping it was a shorter, trying to will it to a shorter version of it.
At first, it looked like they weren't going to throw the flag too. So
yeah, I think the crowd played a role in that. And now Bray on the handoff and a draw play, and Sault High snuffs that out again. It's Lujan driving Johnson back and brings him down towards the 15-yard line. It will bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah, the Sioux run defense has been playing very well so far, filling the hole, and Escanaba has not been able to run the ball against this offensive line and linebackers. So these DBs need to step up for Sault High.
Twins to the left, receiver to the right. One lone setback off at Casey Bray's left hip, the quarterback for the Eskimos. Man in motion from left to right. Confusion, though, as they might have to use a timeout here, as they have guys kind of with their hands in the air. There's a pass deflected up, incomplete pass. That had trouble written all over it for the Eskimos, as a lot of confusion on this play. That's what happens when you install a new offense. Week one, incomplete pass. It was batted down at the line.
Yeah, I was expecting a timeout as well there. You had 2 guys going, your 2 wingbacks going in motion there at the same time, but they decided to run the play, and here we are again, Dave, 3rd and 14. Let's make a play, Sault High.
And now this will be Bray in the shotgun. One lone deep back behind him. They have a man in motion. They'll pitch it off to the left side to Lawson. He'll cut onto the right side, breaking tackles. He'll be brought down around the 30-yard line on the play. In on the tackle was Dejan Willis for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, good job by the Escanaba offensive line there. They really sealed the hole and was able to get outside, but Sault High defense was able to cut them short. About 4th and 4. I would assume that they're going to punt it here.
One would think. One would think they would punt. Caden Brown is back. He's the punter, and he's at his own 20-yard line. And Sault High's worried about a fake on 4th and 4, though, because they have a lot of guys back. And here's the fake. Brown come right up the middle, and he has the 1st down on the play. and Sault High saw the fake coming, and Escanaba still gets the first down as the punter, Brown, runs up the right side of the line and gets that first down. Once again, a fourth down conversion for the Eskimos.
Yeah, it looked like Sault High was a little confused there. I saw Coach Menard was yelling at the defense, telling them to watch for the fake. And Escanaba snapped that ball quick, and he got outside. It looked like he was almost about to fumble it the way he was holding that ball. He had the ball behind his back at one point.
And I thought he did as he went down because it looked like it was coming loose.
Yeah, so lucky for them. But
now we're going to get a timeout. Boy, these Sault High's defense has played so well, and that, of course, a special team situation in that last play. But Ryan, if it wasn't for these third and fourth down conversions the Eskimos are able to get, and a lot of them are big passing plays. That time a fake punt. Sault High knew it was coming, and if it wasn't for that, the Devils really would be carrying the play. But defensively, they're doing a good job, as you say, with stopping the run, but it's the deep pass and on that special teams play that's just killing them right now.
Yes, I think you're going to I think Gordy Campbell is going to be talking to them right now and just telling their defensive backs, hey, keep the guy in front of you. And that's another thing. I was talking to Scott Menard earlier this week, and they lost a lot of experience at the defensive back position between John Robinson and Jacob Davey. So they're kind of inexperienced right now at defensive back, so this is a good learning curve for these kids.
They got some athletes back
they
there.
Do.
Salcido's looking really good,
yes.
But to your point, they did lose a lot of experience back in that defensive backfield. Dave Watson and Ryan Wollan in Escanaba. Glad to have you listening on the dial as Tiffany Stratton and company are keeping us on the air, working our variable resistors, broadcast engineer, and Tiff is training a couple new broadcast engineers here that we'll have throughout the course of the season. And of course, we'll be with you for all 9 football games. I'll be here for 8 of the 9. Scott Nason in my place for week 4 against Superior Heights. Home opener next week, and that will be a week from tonight against Grayling. But here we still have week 1 and second quarter coming up, as that was the end of the first quarter. 1st and 10 coming up for the Escanaba Eskimos, as it will be 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line for Escanaba. Bray under duress throws downfield. It's caught by Lawson as he was jostling there with the Sault High player Max Scott. He got separation at the very last second, and a first down deep in Blue Devil territory at the 25-yard line. First down, Escanaba.
Man, kind of a hope and a prayer, too. He just threw it right up the middle, almost like a Brett Favre throw. But, again, Sault High defensive backs, back was turned, not watching where it's coming, and unfortunate for Sault High. Get some pressure on the quarterback here. That might help.
Now Twins to the left, receiver to the right, back to pass, Bray. Bray throws right side, caught by Lawson, and Lawson will be brought down as Rakigam brings him down across the, looks like 20-yard line to about the 17, and that will be where the Eskimos will go on 2nd and 1 coming up from the 16-yard line of Sault High.
I think I've only seen Escanaba run the ball maybe 4 times. I think they're definitely taking advantage of this inexperienced defensive backfield.
And now this is Bray, completed pass, no, incomplete. Lawson trapped it, incomplete pass to the right side. And now we'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the 17 of Sault High.
Yeah, we haven't really put too much pressure on the quarterback either. He's been able to bounce around freely and look at all of his options. So if we can get some pressure on him, I think that'll really help the Sioux defensive backs in the long run here, not having to stay in cover as long.
They do have a good quality line as well. Timmy Sylvester's their starting center. He's a really good player. A little screen pass. Lawson completed. He's brought down at the 10-yard line on the play. Lujan wrapped him up.
Yeah, wrapped him up right on the catch. I think Sault High is kind of just guessing on what's going on right here. Their mind's kind of scrambled trying to keep up with this Escanaba offense, who's moving very quickly. It's a no huddle. They're getting right up to the line. So hopefully Sault High can make a stop here. They're on their own goal line.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line of Sault High for Escanaba. No score. Bray back to pass. He's under duress. He'll move to the left, tuck it and run. He'll try to hit the corner. Down the sideline he goes, brought down at the 5-yard line on that left side of the field.
Yeah, this Casey Bray, he's a pretty athletic kid. He's able to move around the pocket very well. Again, under duress by Campbell, was able to slip out the left side and gain some positive yards.
Now Bray, he is young man, returning quarterback, and they do not have what year they are on the roster. So we don't know. I think he might be a senior, but that's unusual. Usually they have the class at least.
Yeah.
And we get a whistle. Might be a procedure. False start against Escanaba as they were going to a draw play there as the flag comes out. That will back them up a little bit. 2nd and 11 from the 11. 2nd and goal from the 11 coming up for Escanaba.
Yeah, good little break for the Sault High defense, who's been on the field a lot this drive to start the second quarter. So that was a fast first quarter.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, man, that really moved. Beautiful night for football, though. It's perfect out here, perfect weather.
Overcast conditions, of course, rain on and off, rain hard in the Sioux area earlier today in the overnight, and rain on and off on the way over here. Pockets of rain, and now Bray back to pass, looking, he'll throw, left side tipped in the air, and it is incomplete as he was going to the left side of the field, and good coverage by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I believe that was Salcedo again. Good coverage by him to get right there and knock the ball out of the receiver's hands. I've noticed, too, there's a couple times the Sioux defensive backs could step up and intercept the ball if they wanted to, but I think they're more worried about just making the tackle right now.
That will bring up 3rd and goal from the 11 coming up for Escanaba. And now this will be a pass to the right corner, incomplete pass as they wanted into the right corner of the end zone. Good coverage over there, and that was intended for Reamer, incomplete.
Yeah, awesome coverage by Sault High. Just almost a beautiful touch pass, just missed them by inches. So bringing up 4th and 11, I would assume that Eskimos are going to go for it right here. Keep your guys in front of you. Know that where the goal line is.
12-0, Munising leads Rudyard over on Country 105, and that is late first half there. And that's over on Country 105 with Matt Pocket. Now Bray back to pass, looking, flag flies. There's a throw to the corner. Lawson brings it in for the touchdown. We'll check the marker. It was on 4th down on 4th and 11. And we'll check the marker here as there was a penalty flag, but for the throw. And we'll see what they're going to call here. Holding against Escanaba, so call back the touchdown.
Fortunate for Sault High again.
Penalty.
And penalty, and trying to find this kid's name. Bray, he is able to get out of the pocket and read his progressions very well. That's been the biggest problem for Sault High, is Bray being able to get outside the pocket and scramble, and then these Sault High defensive backs are just losing their men in coverage.
Now we'll bring up 4th and 21 here for the Eskimos. Of course, 4-down territory at the 21-yard line of Sault High. And Bray comes back from the huddle. He has spread offense he's going with here, as they tend to do. Timeout Escanaba. And they'll talk things over with 9:58 to go in the second quarter of play. And it is a no score, but the Eskimos are driving in Blue Devil territory. 4th and 21 coming up here. And it'll be interesting what they call. Sault High's going to think a pass. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to okey-doke him with a run and draw play or something.
Very well could. Very well could.
They might have because you won't have as many interior linemen in, I would think, in this situation.
Yeah, and at the same time, the way Bray's being able to scramble and get out of the pocket, I don't know if the Sault High defense is going to want to try to rush them. Biggest thing for Sault High here is just knowing your situational football. It's 4th and 21, but they got to basically get a touchdown for it to be a first down. So just know nothing crosses the goal line here.
Now we'll bring up 4th and 21 as the sun cascades down and shadows about half of the field in the grandstand and the press box as the sun peeks out for the first time here tonight.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night for Week 1 football. I wait for this every year.
Late August when they start. And, of course, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the first 2 weeks of the high school football season. And for varsity football, now Bray back to pass, little screen pass completed, and tripped up on the play. Dejan Willis bringing down Ben Johnson, and a great play on that 4th and 21. Sault High stops them on a 4th down again.
Yeah, kind of like you alluded to, Dave, maybe an element of surprise they tried there, just a quick little pass into the flat, and Sault High was there, able to make a great open field tackle. So 1st and 10, Sault High, and hopefully we can get some points on the board this drive here.
Well, they'll try. Here will Sault High, and they will take over on 1st down. It will be 9:52 to go here in the first quarter of play, or in the first half of play. It's a little draw play up the middle, and running is Cale Bell all the way up to the 40-yard line, a gain of 20 yards.
Great run by Cale Bell there. That's Sault High offensive line, very good blocking. I think you're going to see that a lot tonight until Escanaba can stop it, as long as we can just hold on to the football and keep that clock rolling.
20-yard gain for a 1st down for Sault High. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils from the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he ain't easy to bring down either. There was about 3 or 4 Escanaba guys on him, and he was still running.
And he gets daylight, look out. Now this will be Campbell under center, split backs behind him, receiver to the left side on 1st and 10. He'll hand off Rakigam, and Rakigam a sweep to the right side. He does cross the 40 to about the 42-yard line of Sault High. 9:35 to go here in the second quarter of play. Gain of 3 yards.
Yeah, good positive yards there by Rickenham. Big hole on the inside, and he just got into it, and then the Escanaba defense was there to bring him down. So good play by Sault High, good positive yards.
2nd and 7 coming up from the 43. Dave Watson, Ryan Wollan here in Escanaba. No score. Both teams have had their chances. And now Campbell hands off up the middle on the 2nd and 7, and a gain about 4 yards. A chunk play there for the Devils, and that's Caden Lujan as he crosses midfield for Sault High.
Going to be short here, so about 3rd and 2. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sault High go right back to that same play with Bell here, the way Bell's been running the ball.
3rd and 1 coming up.
Yeah, I could see him faking that fullback and having Callan getting outside as well. He hasn't ran it except once yet, so.
3rd and 1 from the 48 of Sault High near midfield. Campbell, Blue Devils quarterback in the shotgun here. I think, Ryan, you're right. I think they're going to just keep it with Campbell running it. We'll see. And now Campbell will look for a hole. He gets it and gets that 1st down, follows his blockers across midfield.
Yep, good patience by Callan, waiting to see where the hole's going to be and where to go. And good Sault High 1st down here.
And a gain of 4 yards for the 1st down.
I was going to say, they haven't ran it too much with him, and he's one of their bigger, stronger kids, so I kind of figured that they would try to run him up the middle, and it was good patience by him, too.
And now this will be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Coming up. And now Campbell under center. Hands off. It's a sweep to the right side, and breaking tackles there for Sault High. First time this young man's running, Alex Jasek. And a good run for Jasek as he gets across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good run by Jasek there. Broke a couple tackles, was able to get outside and gain some positive yards. Sault High again right now, just running the ball, chewing up that clock, hopefully wearing down this Escanaba defense, especially when Escanaba's on offense and they're doing that no huddle. So
it will bring up 2nd and 6 for Sault High. And now Campbell will hand it off. Up the middle they go. Good run there for the Blue Devils as they get it all the way across the 40-yard line. That was number 42 for the Blue Devils that time, Nick Albacall.
Yeah, another great play right up the middle. Just a basic trap with the fullback. And this Sault High offensive line is really blowing off the ball right now. And catching these Escanaba Eskimos, starting to get a little winded, I think.
Devils go with a bevy of backs, too. We've seen about 4 different guys carry the ball here in the last few sequences. 7:10 to go in the half. And it's going to be 1st and 10. And they will go off the right side. Flag flies late after the play.
Rickenham again.
And that was Rakigam able to go off the right side. And not to check the marker, it was a late flag.
Face mask.
Yeah, it was. I figured it was going to be that, Ryan, because it was late after the play.
Well, again, I think another thing I've noticed is these Sault High running backs are really running the ball hard. They're not letting one guy just bring them down. So when you can get a bunch of guys on top of you and somebody's just trying to get in and get you down, it's easy to get those hands up on that face mask accidentally.
And now we'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 12. And now 1st and 10 coming up for Campbell. And the Blue Devils, split backs behind them here. And this will be a handoff right up the middle. And a good run all the way up to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Sault High just kind of running the same play over and over right now, but I mean, you can't really blame them when it's working. Escanaba hasn't been able to stop it. Again, good push by the Sault High offensive line, and these running backs are really going on second effort right now.
2nd and 4 coming up from the 6-yard line for Sault High from the Escanaba 6. Blue Devils knocking on the touchdown door. No score late here. Closing it on late in the first half. Campbell has split backs behind him, receiver to the left side. And they'll hand off right up the middle, twisting, turning into the end zone. It is Cale Bell for the 6-yard plunge for the touchdown.
Yeah, great play by Sault High. Great drive by Sault High. Really chewed up a lot of clock and found a lot of success in their running game. And they drove pretty far down the field there, so great play by Bell to get in the end zone.
And that is just what the doctor ordered, and Sault High gets in a methodical drive. That was, Ryan, and they are first on the board at 6-0 Sault High.
Yeah, I think that's going to help them in the long run, just wearing down this Escanaba team, and especially with them running no huddle on offense.
6-yard plunge for the Devils. They'll go for the 2-point try here, and they will be met at the line. No good on the run, and it will remain 6-0. Sault High with the lead as Bell takes it in for the touchdown, and we will take a 1-minute timeout here late in the first half. Sault High up 6-0 on Cale Bell's 6-yard touchdown run. Back in 1 minute on 12:30 WSOO. Blue Devils kick off after the touchdown by Bell. Cale Bell took it in from 6 yards out for Sault High, and they're up 6-0. And Escanaba gets the kickoff all the way back to the 31-yard line for the Eskimos at their own 31. But Sault High's on the board, Ryan, and Cale Bell takes it in. Nice drive for the touchdown for Sault High.
That was huge. That was huge for Sault High. I was honestly surprised I didn't go for the extra point there with Keith K for having some experience at kicker. But either way, good drive by Sault High, chew up some clock.
1st and 10 for the Eskimos. They go with that spread look again, as they will. Number 10 is Casey Bray, the quarterback. Back to pass, looking. Screen pass completed to Lawson. Lawson breaks a tackle, and Max Scott tries to wrap him up and finally does it around the hips, just shy of the 40-yard line of the Eskimos.
Yeah, both teams are kind of doing the same thing over and over again right now. Escanaba's in shotgun, and they're just running that quick little out route and getting these guys the ball quick and trying to pick on these inexperienced defensive backs for Sault High.
3:43 was the time of that touchdown drive, of the time of the drive for Bell and Sault High. There's a screen pass completed to the left side, across midfield for the Eskimos, and an Escanaba first down. Brave finds Caden Brown to the left side of the field.
Yep, just another quick little hitch route, just two-step drop and balls out of Bray's hands, and good pitch and catch for them, and again, another first down for Escanaba.
The little screen passes are working for the Eskimos.
Yeah, just quick. He's getting them out quick.
They get a first down on that play. Twins to the right and receiver to the left. Back to pass. Bray looking, throws over the middle. It's completed, and he is off to the races. They're not going to get him for the touchdown for Escanaba, and that was a good pitch and catch for the Eskimos of 52 yards. Bray finds his man right up the left side.
Yeah, just one-on-one coverage. They had about 2 or 3 receivers on the right. I wasn't paying too much attention to the offense there, but I noticed they had one-on-one on the left side, and just a quick post route. He burned our Sioux receiver, and a touchdown for Eskimos.
I think that was number 9, Caden Brown, for the Eskimos.
Yes, it was.
And they get into the end zone to the Eskimos on the pitch and catch, and they'll go for the point after here. They have a kicker. Trouble with the snap. It is up, and it tucks into the right upright for the Eskimos, and they take the lead 7-6. We have a flag here.
Yep, they look like a late flag. I don't know if it was offsides on the Sioux, maybe.
TD pass for the Eskimos. Bray finds Brown. We'll check with the officials here. And false start. They had trouble with the hold, Bray did, and there was a false start prior to that.
Yeah, I noticed that too, that he kind of muffed the snap a little bit, but they were able to get it off still, but false start, and looks like they're going to try and go for it again here.
52-yard pitch and catch, and the PAT coming up here for the Eskimos. And they'll try it all over again. As Sault High in a 6-6 game. And they'll try it. It is up. And it's tucked into the right upright. That time, that is good for Escanaba. And it is 7-6. Sault High down by 1 with 5:16 to go. Nice little pitch and catch. And Casey Bray's arm is the story for the Eskimos. Sault High just having trouble with that deep pass.
Yeah, the inexperience is showing for the Sault High defensive backs, and I think Gordy Campbell is going to be having quite the talk with them at halftime. So if they can figure out just how to keep their guy in front of them and not get lost in coverage, I think they'll be all right. But right now, they got to find a way to get some pressure on Cameron Bray, the Escanaba quarterback, because they are not running the ball at all.
45 seconds was the time of that drive for Escanaba. And the PAT was good. And in all, they had 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, it was a
4,
quick drive.
4 plays.
Yeah, it was a quick drive. Good response to the Sault High touchdown for sure.
Yep, not one team's chewing up clock, the other one's just getting down the field.
Yeah. And in a playoff system like this, I mean, every game matters.
Yep.
So, I mean,
this is critical for Sault High.
really
With
is.
the way their schedule is this year, this one and the Petoskey game, this is a Division 4 team they're playing.
Yep.
The only team in their division, Sault High's in Division 3 this year. Of course, with the enrollment spiking up to 884 from 719.
Yeah.
So all the, like, basketball's in Division 1 this year, and of course, baseball stays the same. But football moves to Division 3. This game's critical.
It is.
The Petoskey game's critical. Superior Heights game's big.
it is. You know, all of them at this point.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
you really got to have the mindset that, hey, we're going to go in and win every game.
But you have to win. You have to sneak out games against opponents that are bigger or closer.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Because there's not many of them on the schedule.
Exactly.
5:16 to go here in the half. 7-6 Escanaba with the lead. Here's the kickoff. It's a booming kickoff from left to right. Now muffing the kickoff. It didn't touch him, though, was the young man for Sault High, and he'll move back to the middle of the field all the way across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. Alexander Jasek. He gets up to the Blue Devil 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Sault High. 5:08 to go here in the second quarter. 7-6 Escanaba.
Yeah, he got kind of lucky there that the ball didn't touch him. I mean, he let the ball bounce in front of him, and then it just went right by him about 10 yards, and then there was just 11 Eskimos right there to cover him up. So
7-6 Escanaba with the lead over Sault High. Blue Devils have Callan Campbell under center, split backs behind him, a receiver off to the right side. Escanaba showing blitz, and now the handoff up the middle. K.O. Bell with a good run, spinning away from would-be tacklers, brought down just shy of the 35-yard line at about the 34, and that will bring up a 2nd and short for Sault High.
Yep, another just your same basic trap that they've been running all night. Good 9-yard carry by Bell, not letting one guy bring him down, and 2nd and 1 here for Sault High.
Escanaba's had trouble stopping the run. Sault High's had trouble stopping the pass.
Yeah, just two total opposites right now.
And they have a receiver off to the left side. Split backs are behind Campbell, and he'll keep it himself with a 1-yard plunge. Breaking tackles there and following his blockers. Shaded off to the left side, shy of the 40, and he will get that 1st down and more.
Yeah, good second effort by Callan there just to make sure that they get the 1st down, maybe regroup, getting a different set of offense here. But good job by Callan to really get across the line and get him in that 1st down.
Gain of 4 yards, 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line of Sault High for the Blue Devils. They're down 7-6 with 4:15 to go here in the first half of play, and a beautiful night here in the central Upper Peninsula along the banks of Lake Michigan. Split backs behind Campbell. They hand off, quick draw play up the middle of the big fullback, and Campbell able to find K.O. Bell. Bell brought down on the play just shy of the 45-yard line, number 60, and on the tackle for Escanaba, that was Ty Myron. 6'1", 204.
Yeah, again, hey, we're going to do this until you make us stop it,
Yeah.
right? I mean, and Sault High's finding a lot of success with that middle, right up the middle trap right now to the fullback. So another 4 or 5 yard gain for Sault High.
Great crowd on hand. They always have a good student section. The
I
band's
love this
here.
venue. I've always loved this venue.
It's a great atmosphere.
It is. It is.
They have a beautiful press box. They really take care of us here. And I'm glad Escanaba's back on the schedule.
Me too. We should be playing these teams.
It makes a lot of sense. And Marquette's probably going to be back on next year, and they should be.
Exactly.
And Bell up the middle, or make that Campbell. And the ball did come loose, as Ryan mentioned, but he might have been down before it was jarred loose. Campbell, big power run, helmet to helmet hit there.
He got low. They both met right in the hole and
battering rams.
Yeah, pretty much. There's Sault High has a lot of size, I've noticed. This Sault High offensive line is big, it's beefy, and they can move too. That off-season workouts that they do with defensive coordinator Gordy Campbell is really showing, because they are really controlling the line of scrimmage on offense.
They work a lot in the weight room. And a lot with Gordy, as Ryan mentioned, on 3rd and 2 for Sault High from midfield. This will be Campbell again on the quarterback sneak, or after shotgun play he goes. Little draw play right up the middle. Myron again and on the tackle right at midfield.
Yeah, again.
First down.
Just quick snap, shotgun right to Campbell, just picking a hole, being patient, good patience by him. Finding where his line's blocking and getting the first down for Sault High.
2:49 to go in the half, 7-6 Escanaba. After scoreless through the first quarter, Sault High able to score. It's a 6:09, and the Eskimos came back and tied it up, and then took the lead, 5:16 when they scored their touchdown. And now Campbell on the draw play. This is Jasek up the middle. He has a nice little run, little scat back move as he gets up across the 45-yard line of Escanaba.
Yeah, just a sweep to the outside, good ball carrier vision, cut it inside, made a guy miss, and got some positive yards for Sault High, puts us in at a 2nd and 4.
It's nice to have when you have, they're like the Cleveland Browns. They're deep at running back.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they do have a lot of backs that have all different personalities here.
Twins to the right now. A little draw play, throw to the right side, completed, and that's to Max Scott. Scott breaking tackles. Hang on to the football, son, and he'll be brought down at about the 43-yard line of Escanaba. We'll get a timeout on the field.
Yeah, good play by Callan there. He was under duress right away. Was able to get the ball out quick. Good pitch and catch. Good job by Scott catching the ball. He had a defender right on him and making a second effort.
And Callan heard the footsteps.
He did. He was
able to get rid of it. And the one thing with him is you got to hit him hard on it. He'll hang on to that ball.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to lose control of the football.
No. He's got that running back mentality playing quarterback.
1:51 left here in the first half of play. Dave Watson, Ryan Wollan, 7-6 the score. Escanaba leads Sault High. First night of the high school football season. Reminder, Coach's Corner returns Saturday morning. Applebee's, back at Applebee's we are this year, 11:05 a.m. till noon. The scores that matter at the top of the show. Blue Devil head football coach Scott Menard will join us for the full hour, as he should, because he missed the interview tonight. Wasn't his fault. It was all kinds of. This place was a zoo. They had a game before this one. The Escanaba JVs, or freshman team. Actually, I have a freshman team here.
Wow.
It has to be. They're
lots
freshmen.
of numbers.
Yes, and they were playing the Kingsford JVs. This place had cars all over the place. I think
we're in the boondocks.
Yeah, Ryan and I are. Ryan and I both had to park, I think, in Gladstone, and it's of course, and that was before the varsity crowd got here, and then the team was on the other field, and by the time I could get there, just no time. But we'll have Scott on Saturday for the whole hour. Now this is the handoff to Rakegum. Rakegum right up the middle he goes. Yeah, good little run there for River, and that's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, good job by Rickenham, just getting right behind his blockers, get his hand right on him, and just dip his shoulder and keep pushing his feet.
Now 1st and 10 from the 35. And now Rakegum is brought down and into the backfield. Escanaba brings him down. That's the one thing I did catch from the coach today. Of course, I called him Rickingham all last year. He says nobody got it right. He said it's Rakegum.
Oh, so I'm even saying it wrong. Yeah,
but you're not in a minority.
Yeah.
And I was shocked, because it's like, how do you come up with Rakegum? And I could have swore he called it Rickingham last year, but he said, no, nobody got it right. He said it's Rakegum. Now Campbell back to pass. He'll throw up the middle. He has a man. Incomplete. He had a guy up the middle, and off the hand it went, and if they would have been able to connect, it would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, in the words of Al Pacino on Any Given Sunday, inches. He was just right there. Good read by Callan. He was under duress again. Backside post, and he was wide open, but just missed him.
George Bauman, one of those kids, senior hockey player that that they were able to get to come out for his senior year. That's why they have 40 players in the roster.
It's awesome to see at all levels. There's a lot of kids in the football program, and I love seeing that. The more, the merrier.
Carter Olszewski, of course, relation to you.
Yep.
Now, did he play last year? I didn't think so.
Nope, he played soccer, and I think it was kind of one of the things he didn't want to look back and regret. He wanted to try it out, and a lot of his friends that he plays basketball with play football, so I think they were a big influence on him as well.
Good to see. 3rd and 10 now from the 35 of Escanaba. Back to pass. Campbell throws to the right side. He has a man over there, and incomplete. As flushed off to the right side was Gravel. He did make the catch, but it was out of bounds. And a minute to go here in the half. On that pass, we have a penalty flag. Oh, it's against Escanaba.
Face mask.
Face mask.
Wow, that's huge for the
critical with a minute to go in Escanaba territory. And that's going to give the Devils some free yardage here.
Yeah, Campbell can throw the ball. That was a nice pass, just a little too much air under it. Didn't give his receiver enough room to catch it in bounds, but it was still a good throw.
15 yards. Up to the 20 from the 35. 7-6 Escanaba. That's critical, Ryan.
Yeah, that's huge. I didn't even see the flag get thrown.
With a minute to go here in the half, 7-6 Escanaba with the lead, but Sault High gets a plus 15 on the face mask penalty in Escanaba. 1st and 10 from the 21 of the Eskimos. Campbell in the shotgun. He'll hand off up the middle. They'll go to Jasek. Jasek now gains a couple of yards on the play.
Clock rolling. Sault High still has 2 timeouts to go, so I'll be expecting to see a little urgency here from Sault High, or maybe they just want to run the clock down and
utilize those timeouts.
Points. Yeah.
And 40 seconds left in the half. 7-6 the score. Escanaba leads Sault High, but the Blue Devils are driving in Escanaba territory. 2nd and 7 from the 18-yard line of Escanaba. Campbell back to pass, looking downfield, flushed out of the pocket, throws towards the end zone, incomplete. He had a man over there, Lujan, and underthrew him. Late flag flies, and we'll have to check the marker at 23 seconds to go.
Yeah, just short, just kind of at his feet. Campbell was rolling to his right, had to make a throw while running, and it was just short of Lujan right in the end zone.
This one might be against Sault High, it appears.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Coach Menard's not happy about it. And the white hat will come over. The head official will give the signal.
Late flag, too.
Now we'll push him back. Not sure what you know what he's calling there?
I don't know what he called either.
That signal was kind of unusual there. It didn't give a penalty-type signal.
And it was after the whistle, too, so I don't know if...
unsportsmanlike?
Unsportsmanlike, or it wasn't a face mask. I'm assuming it was probably an unsportsmanlike conduct.
3rd and 7. They push him back to the 18 with 23 seconds to go. From the Escanaba 18-yard line on 3rd and 7 for Sault High. Twins to the left. Man in motion from right to left, Lujan. Campbell back to pass, looking downfield. And now he'll rotate to the right side. Throw across his body towards the corner of the end zone. Did he catch it over there?
On the goal line.
And he did. On the goal line. Caught way over there by Max Scott on the goal line, and Campbell aired that one out, and it will bring up 1st and goal from the 3 with 14 seconds to go. Sault High calls a timeout. Wow.
Yeah, great play by Callan. Shotgun, rolling left, read his progression, had to rest. Kid made a nice block. He turned and threw all the way across to the other side of the field in a great pitch and catch.
And that was a big gain there for Sault High. 1st down for the Blue Devils, a gain of 25-plus yards. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line for the Blue Devils. This is, I think, Kale Bell time again.
I think
Just
so,
give it to him and go.
You got 14 seconds. Sioux's on a timeout right now. They'll have 1 timeout left. I mean, Escanaba struggled with that trap to the fullback. But at the same time, they might be expecting that right now, but they haven't been able to stop it. I'd say at least give it a go here. I think they're either going to do that or they're going to do a sweep with Callan. Callan right up the gut. Those are about the 3 plays that they've been running so far.
7-6 Escanaba right now with the lead over Sault High. Dave Watson and Ryan Wollan and Escanaba. Blue Devils are driving, knocking on the touchdown door. Time is of the essence with 14 seconds left here in the half. And Sault High is right on near the goal line. First and goal from the 3 after that big pitching catch to Max Scott towards the goal line from Campbell. And that was a gain of 25-plus yards on that pitch and catch. Campbell to the right corner, thrown across his body. Now it's Campbell under center, split backs behind him. They hand off to Bell, follows his blockers towards the line. No signal yet, down to 10 seconds.
Nope.
And he did not get in, and the Devils burned their last time out.
Yeah, we kind of figured that they were going to give it to Bell here, and with the last time out, I think here you'll see just quarterback sneak up the middle. We really could use the points here because we get the ball at half too to start the third quarter. So this is a crucial play for the Sault High offense to get in the end zone and give us some at least get the lead and then get the ball back at half.
Have Bell blocking and probably Lujan, extra beef.
They're going to go heavy. I would imagine they're going to go heavy.
Because they're they're an eyelash shy of the goal line.
Yeah, I think they're going to let Callan keep the ball here and just power his way through.
I think you're right. I think that's a good call.
Heavy formation.
This isn't a riverboat gambling thing. I think everybody's thinking Campbell's going to get the ball here, and that's what Escanaba's probably thinking too. He's going to keep the ball. So this wouldn't be a thing where we would roll, thinking we're lucky at a gamble and going to go to the Hannahville Casino or anything because I think everybody's knowing what's coming. Campbell up the middle. It's second down and 1 from the 1 with 10 seconds to go. Devils out of timeouts, knocking on the touchdown door, down a point. Campbell rolls towards the goal line. Touchdown, Sault High, as they retake the lead with 7 seconds to go.
Yeah, great play by Sault High. Just what the doctor ordered, as you say, Dave. Another great drive by Sault High just to run the ball, chew the clock, and get in the end zone just to get the ball back in the second half. 7 seconds left here, too, so we still got to make a couple plays on defense.
Campbell gets in for Sault High, so now the Blue Devils will try to get the point after a 2-point conversion. This is when you're playing a team that has a kicker and you really don't have the confidence in it, this could play a role as the game goes on too. 2-point try coming up for Sault High, up 12-7 now. Campbell rolling out on pass. He'll look, throw to the back corner, and it's caught in the back of the end zone for Sault High.
Yeah, great play by Callan there, just reading his progression again and found his tight end on the backside drag. Wide open in the end zone.
Able to find Gravel as Sault High gets the touchdown, and the 2-point try is good as well. That's huge for Sault High.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We've been talking about how big Sault High is, just beefy, but they got some kids with some height too. They got a little bit of everything that you want. They got height, speed, power, strength. So Sault High looking good right now.
Blue Devils with a 14-7 lead that they'll look to try to take into the locker room at halftime at Escanaba. Callan Campbell with the touchdown run of 1 yard with 7 seconds to go here in the first half of play. It was a time-consuming drive as well, over 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I think that's been huge for Sault High, just taking that clock into effect and really taking the time out of it for Escanaba right now.
80-yard drive for the Devils. They get the touchdown. 5:15 time of the drive as well. Here's Kiekefer for the kickoff, and it's a little squibber off the right side. Escanaba will fall on it, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Eskimos. And let's see if they go for a play or just go to a knee on 1st and 10.
Clock still showing 7 seconds. It doesn't look like they even moved the clock at all off the kick.
And a little home cooking, perhaps?
Who knows? I noticed it anyway. I won't say anything, but,
I'll say it.
Yeah.
A little home cooking?
You know what? Give these Sault High defensive backs as much reps as we can right now. Obviously, there's 7 seconds left. What's the one thing you don't want to do? You don't want to get burned by the deep ball here. Nothing gets behind you.
15-play drive. Long time-consuming drive it was. And now Bray looks, throws, 7 seconds to go. Screen pass completed to Lawson, trying to stay on his feet. He's backpedaling, and time runs out on him. That's the end of the first half of play as he's brought down about the 45-yard liner in that neighborhood. And that's the end of the first half. And it's 14-7, Sault High with the lead. And it's halftime. We'll take a 3-minute timeout and come back. I'll have the first half stats coming up. Blue Devils 14, Escanaba 7. You're listening to Sault High football on 1230 WSOO. Back at halftime here in Escanaba, Sault High scores a late touchdown to retake the lead over the Eskimos in week 1 of the high school football season. 14-7, Blue Devils with the lead. Critical touchdown for Sault High to take the lead. And again, the key play was that huge passing play.
Yes.
Ryan Wollan rejoins us. Ryan, a huge passing play. Campbell on a deep pass after Sault High got a penalty flag to back him up a bit. It was a 25-plus yard passing play and a pitch and catch to Max Scott, put him down on the goal line, and then Campbell 2 plays later gets the touchdown. That was huge.
It was.
Sault High got the 2-point conversion. They have a 7-point lead, and as you pointed out, they'll get the ball to start second.
Yeah,
half.
that was huge. They really needed that. I think you're going to see Sault High just stick to what's been working for them right now, and that's running it up the gut with Bell and Lujan. And as long as the Sault High defensive backs can keep their guys in front of them, I think they'll be all right.
Here's the scoring summary for Sault High. Touchdown run by Kale Bell, 6-yard touchdown run, 3:43 time of the drive, 6:09 was the time of the touchdown. Escanaba came back the next series and a touchdown pass. It was Casey Bray, 52-yard pitch and catch for Caden Brown. The PAT was good, 7-6. Escanaba with the lead. Sault High missed their 2-point convert. And then 7 seconds left. Callan Campbell with a 1-yard touchdown run, set up again on the pitch and catch to Max Scott at the goal line. 2-yard passing play for a nice pitch and catch for the 2-point try, and Sault High able to take the lead. It was 5:15 time of the drive, 80-yard touchdown drive in all, and Sault High has the 14-7 lead over Escanaba at the break. We will take another 3-minute timeout and come back with the second half here looming. Sault High 14, Escanaba 7 on 1230 WSOO. Welcome back to Escanaba. It's a 14-7 Sault High lead at the half. We have some out-of-town scores for you as well as the Blue Devils lead here 14-7. Thanks to our buddy Connor Pomeroy at Brimley right now. The Brimley Bays are getting taken out back behind the woodshed by the Newberry Indians in opening night at the Amble Athletic Field, as it's 42-0 at the half. Newberry with the lead over Brimley. Meanwhile, it is the EUP game of the week in Rudyard. Matt Pockets there on Country 105. It is 20-7 Munising late third quarter.
Oh, wow.
And the Mustangs are close to another touchdown. Actually, they just did score 28-7. Munising. Wow. That's a surprise. But Rudyard did lose a lot off that team that went to the semifinals last year.
They had a lot of experience there in Rudyard. They lost a lot of experience as well.
They should have went to the did that semifinal in Suttons Bay. They should have won that game. And but they did lose a lot of talent.
I remember that because me and my dad and we were out at hunting camp.
I was going
to
say,
listening to it in my truck.
Camp. Yep.
Yeah, we were out at hunt camp listening to it in the truck. Wasn't it on? It went into overtime and they lost on something like that?
Yes. And, they had the lead, and Suttons Bay tied it on a hook and ladder.
Yes, that's
what it was. In the last minute of play.
I remember because we, like I said, we were out at hunting camp and we just sat in my truck. We were out there just messing around baiting and getting some stuff ready for deer season.
Right before firearm season started on the 13th.
Yeah. We were just getting stuff ready for deer season, and we got back to camp, and we all sat in my truck and just listened to it. That was a good game. That was unfortunate, too.
28-7, Munising leads Rudyard over on to Country 105, and Newberry right now 42-0. They're taking Brimley out back behind the woodshed there. Next Thursday's our home opener against the Grayling Vikings, and that will be at the VanCitter's Field, 6:35 with the kickoff show. We'll start at our normal time. I think I'll be able to get Coach Menard for his pregame interview next week. Should be able to at home, and we'll have him on before the game. Ryan and I will have the call. Sault High will take on Grayling in their home opener on Thursday as well. Chatting with, of course, Athletic Director Pat Bennon came over to say hello. He had some work to do. He's earning his money out. They had some bus issues. They had to scramble. The charter bus had issues and could not, on the way up to Sault Ste. Marie, that was unoperational. He had to scramble to get a school bus, and then Jimmy Casey. And tell you what, where would they be without Jimmy Casey all these years?
He's been here for so long. He knows how everything works.
He hooked up the trailer, because without the charter bus to put the equipment underneath, you can't do that on a school bus. So that Blue Devil trailer they had, he had to truck it up here so they would have the equipment trailer, because they needed that, because again they didn't have underneath space on a school bus, so they scrambled to get up here, and the new athletic director already earning his money.
Oh yeah.
And those things happen. Week one, right off the hop, but they were able to get everything done, and right now Sault High has the 14-7 lead. A reminder, Coach's Corner will return this year on Saturday, 11:05 a.m. till noon. Scott Menard will join us. We'll have the scores that matter at the top of the show, and then we'll preview the Blue Devil football season, review tonight's game, and look forward to week 2 as well with Coach Menard. All that, what's on deck, and much more at Coach's Corner, Saturday, 11:05 a.m. till noon here on Radio Sioux. Also a reminder that Blue Devil replays can be heard at podcast.1230wsoo.com, and the Scott Nason's site is where we're hosted by. Scott has the game on there, his show, and Butch on Sports. Butch Davis that joins Scott on the game Mondays 6 to 8 p.m. It's a great site, all kinds of content, and all our Blue Devil stuff in Coach's Corner are on thegamesportshow.com as well, or you can get there by podcast.1230wsoo.com. We will take a 2-minute timeout, come back for the second half. It's Sault High 14, Escanaba 7. Back in 2 minutes on 1230 WSOO. Ready for the start of the second half. Dave Watson and Ryan Wollan here in Escanaba. 14-7 Blue Devils. Escanaba will kick off, moving from right to left as seen on your radio dial. And the most important thing here, Ryan, that Sault High will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what both teams do, because both teams have been running the same play, same 2 or 3 plays over and over and over again. So it'll be interesting to see the second half adjustments. And hopefully Sault High can figure something out with their defensive back situation. And it'll be interesting to see how the Escanaba defense handles up the middle.
Eskimos will kick off. Doing the kicking duties here is Julian Cashin, a 5'9", 156-pound kickoff man here for Escanaba. And now the Blue Devils will receive the kickoff. It's a booming kick taken back at the 20. Blue Devils up the middle they go, and breaking tackles, and they'll bring them down there about the 35-yard line of Sault High is where the Blue Devils will take over. And that was Jasek on the kick return. Callan Campbell, the offense, comes out 1st and 10 from the 35 of Sault High.
I think this is a big drive for Sault High. If you can go all the way down the field and punch one in and just get up tempo and set the tone right away for the second half.
Third quarter of play just underway, 14-7 Blue Devils. Campbell now under center. Split backs behind him. Nobody out as a receiver here for Sault High. And Campbell under center. Escanaba defensively set, and the handoff goes right up the middle. Not much doing there for the Blue Devils. Right back at the point of attack was Cale Bell, as a host of Eskimos met him there.
Yeah, nothing he could really do, just that same basic trap play up the middle that they've been running all night long. Escanaba defense played it well. About 2-yard gain, so puts the Sioux at 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 for the Blue Devils. Bell on the 2-yard gain for the Devils from the 37-yard line of Sault High. 11:20 to go. Third quarter, 14-7 Blue Devils. Just underway second half. Split backs behind Campbell, and they'll hand off right up the middle. They'll go. This is going to be Bell again with a big run as he gets all the way up, trying to get across midfield. He'll be just shy of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like a little sweet play there. Look, Bell was lined up at left half, and they handed it off to him right off tackle. Good second effort to get the first down.
About 13-yard gain on the play. To midfield they go from the Sault High 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Under 11 minutes to go, third quarter. Split backs are behind Campbell. He'll hand off to Bell. We get a whistle. Flags fly. False start, I would have to surmise.
I believe so, Dave.
Officials are conferring. It is false start, backing up the Devils 5 yards.
Yeah, I noticed here the second half, Sault High's got Bell in the left half or right half position, so I expect that they're going to hand the ball off to him the way that he ran the ball in the first half. So And it looks like they got Lujan and number 42, Albacall.
Yep.
Albacall and Lujan are switching at fullback right now.
And 1st and 15 for Sault High after the 5-yard false start. Back to the 44 of the Blue Devils. 10:40 to go, third quarter. 14-7 is the score. Sault High with the lead. They have the ball. Campbell now back to pass. Rolling off left side, looking downfield. He's under duress. He'll keep it, tuck it, and run. He's going to lose yardage and brought down basically for a sack. Escanaba closed and collapsed the pocket, and a nice play by number 77 to bring him down for the Escanaba Eskimos.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had two guys wide open. He had his fullback in the flat wide open, and then the split receiver ran a post corner. He got rushed, and then he just didn't read his progression, and I think he just wanted to gain positive yards, but he didn't do that either.
No. No, he did not. He did get back to the line of scrimmage, so no yardage lost, and it's 2nd and 15 for the Blue Devils. Split backs are behind Campbell, and it's a handoff right up the middle to Big Kale Bell, and he'll get back towards midfield at about the 48 to 49-yard line.
Yeah, again, good second effort running through arm tackles, so it puts Sault High in a 3rd and 10. First 3rd and 10 of this second half, so it'll be interesting to see if they pass the ball or get Campbell out on a sweep. I would expect Sault High is going to do a little waggle play, try to dump something off in the flats.
5-yard gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up now for the Blue Devils. 9:15 to go here in the third quarter of play. 14-7 is the score. Sault High with the lead. Man in motion. It's Lujan. Flags fly. And Sault High's clapping. Offsides against the Eskimos. That will cut it in half for 3rd and 5.
I think it was on the defensive back here right in front of us. He looked like they're playing press coverage on the receiver on Oshelski out here, and he was almost across the ball, so I think that's who they called offsides on.
That's, not too often you see a defensive back.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not, but that looked like what it was called.
I think you're right. He was inching close on that left side right in front of us. And 3rd and 5 coming up at the 46. We get another whistle, this time a timeout. And the Blue Devils want to talk things over on a 3rd and 5 coming up. Critical play here because you get the first down, keep it going to try to pad your lead and have a good statement showing on this first series of the second half.
I think it's important to punch one in here just to get your tempo going. And like we said, for this team this year, the Sault High team, and the way the playoffs are, they can't afford to be losing any games, especially against a good team like Escanaba right now. So if they can get in the end zone up here, boost their confidence a little bit, and just set the tempo for the second half.
I think, you're exactly right. I mean, this game is of the utter importance. Every game is important, but ones like this, you have to win. You have to win this one. And you don't want to leave it on the table.
Yeah, this is a good week one test for the Sioux. Like I said, after last year, to win 6 games, usually that would put you in the playoffs in years past. But now with the way it is, you can't afford to lose to what is Escanaba, Class B school?
They're a Division 4.
Division 4.
Sault High's Division 3.
So, I mean, these are the games that you need to win, and with the way the playoff system is now, you got to look at that. You can't just go for 6 wins. You got to win every game.
It's the highest division team they'll face other than Petoskey, who's in D3 with the Devils. And the handoff, this will be up the middle, and they'll get across midfield to the 40-yard line. And that is a first down for Kale Bell and the Blue Devils.
Yep, Bell again right up the middle. Good second effort. He almost was down before the sticks, but that second effort got him across, gave him the first down. Good play by Sault High. Let's keep things rolling, boys.
And, really you look at, you talk about, why didn't they adjust the schedule? Nobody really knew what it was going to look like.
Yeah.
The new system until it was out there. By then it was too late. But they're going to adjust it even more next year. There's a lot of teams doing that now. Rockingham up the middle, or Rockingham brought down at the point of attack as he is able to get back to about the 42. Might have lost a yard on the play.
Yeah, he made a nice cut to get inside the hole, but that linebacker for Escanaba really put a good tackle on him. You could hear the pads pop from up here. It was a nice play by Escanaba.
Escanaba's schedule has changed a bit too, and how about this for a quirk? First 3 games at home, then they're on the road the rest of the year.
Wow, they only get 3 home games?
3 home games. And they're playing Cadillac next week here, and then Petoskey. Bell breaks a tackle and brought down at the 40, so they'll play the Sioux, Cadillac, Petoskey at home, and then everything else, including their Great Northern Conference slate, is on the road. They will play Alpena and Gaylord later in the year. And their schedule's changing too. They're going to bust out of the Great Northern Conference. You're going to see that conference pretty much disband in football
Yeah, that's not an easy schedule. Those are all good football teams. And, I mean, you're only going to get better by playing teams like that when it comes playoff time. You want to be playing against a competitive schedule, in my opinion.
Big run all the way down for a 1 yard for a third down there as they gain 7 yards on the play to Sault High. 3rd and 1 from the 31. It's this Campbell going to keep it on a quarterback sneak, and it's going to be close. And I don't think he got there.
Well, look, I don't know. It's going to be close. From our angle, it looks like he might have it, but
see, I didn't think he did. They call timeout for a measurement.
Was that 3rd down?
That was 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
I would assume either way, this is 4 down. They're going to go for it, and they'll probably do the same thing, just heavy package and put Campbell right up the middle. Escanaba's really struggling against the run right now. So
I think it might be 3rd down now because they changed it fairly quickly. We'll see on the measurement. I don't think he got there. If he did, it's just barely. And Escanaba's trying to help the cause there.
Oh, wow. And the ref's on all fours.
Yeah.
Nope, didn't get it.
Wow. I didn't think he did. I thought he missed it by just an eyelash there. And it's 4th and 1. So quarterback sneak again?
I think that's what they're going to do, either quarterback sneak or give it to Bell. Bell's been kind of the horse that they've been going to this game, it seems like. So I would expect heavy package Campbell up the middle again.
4th and 1 coming up. 7 minutes and change left here in the third quarter of play. Split backs are behind Callan Campbell on a 4th and 1. There's movement on the line, and it was a Sault High player on that left side. I think it might have been Lujan. Escanaba baited him, and now we'll draw it back to 4th and 6 on the play.
You know, I was just going to say that too. Maybe even try to get the other team to jump, go with a hard count here, and maybe that was the plan. They tried to go on 2. And I was just going to say before the snap, you know, just be disciplined here. Watch the ball, don't jump, and put yourself in a situation right like now where it's 4th and 5. And I think Sault High is still going to go for it here, but it's going to be much harder 4th and 5 than 4th and inches.
4th and 5 from the 35 of Escanaba for Sault High with under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. 14-7 Blue Devils. 4th and 5 for the Blue Devils from the Esky 35-yard line. Now this is Campbell looking. He'll throw downfield. It is caught by the Blue Devils on that left sideline. And that's a first down for Sault High to look like Carter Oshelski over there. And a pitch and catch to Carter. First down, Blue Devils. They okey-doke him and go for the pitch and catch, and they get a big gain down to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 16 yards.
Yeah, good pitch and catch, good route by Carter. He really sold the fake on the post corner, and good catch to secure the first down.
Your cousin able to get that, right?
Yeah.
There we go, and now this is a handoff off right tackle for Sault High, and on the 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line as they try to get forward to the 15, and they do, and a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Yep, again, just your basic sweep. They've been running all night, off tackle, get a couple of yards. You know, man, I'd love to see Sault High punch this in right now. They're chewing some time off this clock, too.
2nd and 6 from the 15. Blue Devils are knocking on the touchdown door. 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Split backs behind Campbell. They'll hand off. This is going to be Cale Bell, and Bell gets all the way up across the 20 and all the way down to about the 10-yard line on the play. Good chunk of yardage for the fullback, Cale Bell.
They are having a hard time bringing him down. It seems like the whole defense is on him, and he's a big, strong kid that keeps his feet moving, and he's just a very powerful runner, yeah, and he's only a sophomore. But I know he's been in the weight room with Gordy all summer long, so good play by him.
Throwing around hay bales for Grandpa, I'd imagine, over the years, too, helps.
Here
and the
goes
handoff off right tackle is Kale. Kale Bell again inside the 5-yard line on the play. The Bells, they've been bred to be football players, all of them.
Oh, yeah, for
in
sure.
that Bell family. And Kale inside the 5, and it's good enough for a first down.
I didn't realize he was only a sophomore.
You know what? I remember him as, I want to say he was a freshman hockey player last year, so yeah.
He's a big kid for a sophomore. Like you said, been throwing around hay bales his whole life probably. So you can definitely tell just by the way he runs the ball. He runs with that Barry Sanders mentality, or just doesn't come down easy.
And now this is going to be under center again. Campbell on 1st and goal from the 5. Campbell now will bootleg it to the left, and he'll waltz in the end zone, and that's huge for Sault High. Touchdown Blue Devils as they increase their lead.
Great play call by Sault High there. All night they've been going up the middle. This whole drive they've been going up the middle with Bell. Fake up the middle, and then Callan Campbell just keeps it and goes to the corner of the end zone. Big play for Sault High, way to get on the board.
What a play call, too.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, the way they've been running the ball. So great play call by Scott Menard and his staff.
Campbell, with his athletic ability, Ryan, I mean, he gives you that added dimension.
He does, and he can run, and he's a big kid. He ain't going to be easy to bring down either. He's a sophomore as well, isn't he? Or is he a junior this year? Junior this year, so.
He's played now 3 years on the varsity. We get a flag on the play as they're going to try a 2-point try here. And a white hat comes out to give the signal as the head official. It's against Sault High. So that will back him up here a bit.
I'm really surprised they're not kicking the ball with Keith Kafer. He made some big kicks for him last year.
Well, they had that soccer player that was a kicker, young man on the team. And he, I think he might have been a senior. And Al MacArthur will let us know if he's listening. And speaking of Al, I want to say hello to Al MacArthur, a Sault High soccer coach listening. Sault High soccer will travel to Harbor Springs tomorrow and Alpena for a tournament on Saturday. Good luck to the Blue Devil soccer team. Here's the try for the 2-point try. Campbell now is going to be flushed out of bounds, so it will remain 20-7. 2-point try, no good.
Yeah, nowhere to throw the football. He was scrambling right, and good coverage by the Escanaba defense, and he didn't have any room at that point to go upfield, so he was just pushed out of bounds.
But Sault High gets a huge touchdown, time-consuming drive, and a bootleg play on the quarterback keeper to the left corner.
Yep.
Campbell did it perfectly. Hey, and the Devils now increase their lead.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, great play call after running the ball up the middle. I mean, that's been very successful for Sault High tonight, is the fullback trap, and I think they just caught Escanaba sleeping and waiting on that trap, and good play.
6:56 time of that drive for Sault High, and it was a time-consuming drive. A lot of plays. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had a 10-play drive for Sault High. 6:56 time of the drive for the Blue Devils. And as well, it was another 80-yard drive after you throw in the penalty flags.
Yeah, and, just playing with my experience, when you're going against a Bell kid like that gets tiring on you. Hitting a kid that later in the game, he ain't stopping either. The later the game goes, the stronger he gets.
Here's the kick from Kiekefer to the Eskimos. And it's a line drive taken by the Eskimos. Back at the 20. Look out, they may have an alley down that right sideline. And that will be flushed out on the play. Is the kick returner for the Eskimos, Caden Brown. And now Casey Bray in the Eskimo offense comes out. And we've first time we've seen him in the second half now. He's been sitting for a while, has Casey Bray.
Yeah, I would expect they're just going to keep passing the ball again here. It'll be interesting to see the adjustments Gordy Campbell made for the Sault High defense in the second half.
4:52 to go here in the third quarter of play. 20-7 the score. Sault High with the lead. Shotgun formation now. They'll hand off off the left side. It's a sweep and breaking tackles, and dangerous play it was for Lawson, and he gets all the way down for Escanaba, and a nifty run it was. Or make that Ben Johnson. That's a first down into Blue Devil territory. First and 10 at the Blue Devil 46.
Yeah, good play and good speed by Escanaba there to catch the corner. I think the defensive end for Sault High got sucked in thinking they were going to be passing the ball, and the running back was able to get outside and get a good chunky yardage.
And now Johnson with that run. And in the shotgun, Bray back to pass. Pump fakes, throws, little screen pass, and caught but met immediately. And a good tackle by the Blue Devils to bring down the receiver on that play on that right side as they do garner a gain on the play up towards midfield.
Yeah, good play by Carter on defense there. Quick pass by Escanaba, and he met him immediately and brought him down.
4:05 to go here in the third quarter. They go to the spread look again. Bray over the middle, incomplete.
Oh, ref took a digger.
Quickly threaded the needle there.
Yeah. He doesn't waste any time. He gets that ball, takes about a one-step drop, and he's throwing it.
And that will bring up 3rd and 9 for the Eskimos. Again, they went 1-8 last year. They finished the season on an 8-game losing streak. It's been a rebuild and a new coach, new offense. Bailey Lamb, the 2014 graduate of Escanaba High, is now the head coach. Casey Bray throws right side. And incomplete. He wanted Lawson over there in front of the Sault High sideline. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 4th and 9 for the Eskimos.
That's the thing. I'm seeing a difference in the second half. Sault High's getting some pressure on them. You had Campbell and Burke in the backfield right away, creating them to get an even quicker throw than he's doing. So good job by Sault High defense to put some pressure on the quarterback. 4th and 9 here. Let's get a stop.
And now this is Bray back to pass on 4th and 9 from the 45. He'll throw, and it's intercepted by the Blue Devils. Down the sideline they go. Picked off by Carter Olszewski, and now he'll have a pick six as he toe drags the sideline for the touchdown on a pick six for the Blue Devils.
Great read by Carter. He was just sitting back in his free safety spot, didn't let the deep man beat him. Read the quarterback's eyes, jumped up, met the ball, ran it all the way back, almost untouched for a touchdown. That's another huge play for Sault High.
70-yard pick six for Carter Olszewski and the Blue Devils.
Wow, that was huge.
And that is huge, as that is big time in this game for Sault High. Intercepted pass by Carter Olszewski. Down the sideline, showing that deceptive speed he has. Nice job to toe step the sideline to stay in bounds.
Yeah, he made that one guy miss, and he was able to get in, and wow, good play by Carter. Good, that was huge for that Sault High defense. They needed that.
A pick six for the Devils. And now we got a penalty flag. 26-7 Blue Devils, and a false start on the 2-point try. And the quarterback, Casey Bray, telegraphed the pass, Ryan.
He did.
And what a job by Carter, because he waited, picked his time, stepped in the passing lane, and goodbye.
Yeah, and the thing that I noticed, too, is he didn't let the ball come down, almost like basketball. When you go get a rebound, you go up and get it. He went up and got the ball at the highest point and took it all the way back. And I think that's huge for the Sault High defense. Maybe give them a little confidence here, because Escanaba's been passing the ball wherever they really wanted to this first half. So I think that's going to be a big boost for the Sault High defense.
They have not been able to run with consistency on the Devils in this game either. And an intercepted pass by Olszewski for the touchdown. Huge play for the Blue Devils. On the TD, 70 yards in total is what I had. Campbell for the 2-point try, back to pass, and he'll hang on to the ball and brought down on the play.
Yeah, again, nowhere really to go. Escanaba got in the backfield quick. I noticed Sault High's rolling out a lot to the right, and they're getting their backside drag and a backside post, and it's kind of getting slowly developed right now. So another failed 2-point conversion for Sault High. But 26-7, great way to start the second half for Sault High.
26-7, as Ryan mentioned. They have the lead with 3:40 to go here in the third quarter. This third quarter, we couldn't have drawn it up any better ourselves.
No.
You start the quarter with a touchdown, long time consuming drive. Escanaba gets about midfield. Casey Bray makes a critical mistake, and Sault High's Carter Oshalski makes him pay with the pick 6 on a 70-yard scamper for the touchdown.
Yep, just as I alluded to earlier, just keep that tempo going, and keep the intensity up, and pedal to the metal. Keep it going.
Blue Devils will kick off here after the touchdown on the pick 6 by Carter Oshalski. Welcome back to football, Carter. That's a good way to get back.
That's for sure.
And now here's the kickoff here. And a booming kickoff. And taken by the Eskimos. They muff it, but they pick it up. And now wheeling around across the 25 and brought down was the kick returner for Escanaba. That was Adam Reamer. And the Eskimos will take over 1st and 10 with 3:34 left in the third. 26-7 Sault High.
Yeah, and I think Escanaba is almost in a point now where they're going to have to throw the ball down a couple scores. So hopefully this defensive backfield for Sault High can get some more experience. And like I said, hopefully that interception will give them some confidence here on this defensive drive for them.
As the Blue Devils have the 1st and 10 for Escanaba coming up. And now Bray looks, throws, and he has a man, Reamer. He's going to be brought down on the play across the 30-yard line, or about the 35 on the play.
Yeah, quick little out route by Escanaba. Bray got it out to him quick, but a nice play by Sault High defensive back to get in there and make the tackle, get him down right away.
Blue Devils now have a 2nd and 4 for Escanaba coming up as the Eskimos on 3rd down. And now this is Bray looking, throws incomplete, and there comes a flag. And Salcido was over there along with Timmy Garland.
And see, that's again what I was talking about. He hit him early to get the pass interference call. Instead of hitting him, step in front and catch that ball. I think he had an opportunity to get a pick there if he wanted, but
and it would have been a pick 6.
It would have been, yeah. I mean, Bray is kind of telegraphing his passes a little bit right now. They're running all the same routes. It's just a quick out route, or the fullback's going into flat, and their backside guys are running posts. So just know at free safety, don't let the backside guy burn you. But I think he could have picked that off. Unfortunate flag for Sault High.
1st and 10 for the Eskimos on the penalty flag for the Blue Devils. And now back to pass. This is Bray. Bray now gets it to Johnson. Johnson into Sault High territory. And that was Oshalski bringing him down, as Carter able to bring down Ben Johnson, but not before he gets a 1st down into Blue Devil territory.
Yeah, quick little swing pass out of the backfield. Way to get upfield for Escanaba. Good block on the outside on the corner. He was able to get upfield a little bit more, and then Carter was able to make the tackle on the sidelines. And it looks like a timeout.
And a timeout for the Eskimos. 2:49 to go here in the third quarter. 26-7 the score. Sault High with the lead over Escanaba. And last report out of town scores for you. It is, of course, Newberry's all over Brimley at the Amble Field as the Indians taking the Bezo back behind the woodshed. Boy, Brimley just can't get consistency. Of course, another coaching change. Coach Cameron now takes over that program, a veteran coach. Hopefully they can get things going there. But right now they were down by a lot, 42-0 last report. Newberry all over the Bays, and Munising's all over Rudyard. It is 34-7 right now, as that game is in the fourth quarter over on Country 105.
Newberry has a pretty good squad,
yes.
Don't they?
They upset Pickford last year in a playoff game. I did that game. And, Coach Austin's doing a nice job of that program. Overall, Newberry Athletics is pretty woeful. But
I remember going to the basketball game last year, and Newberry beat Sault High in Newberry. That was a big upset for them. And
that was that was a turning point for Sault High boys basketball.
Yeah.
Wake-up call.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
team you beat by 40, then you turn around and lost. But then they had a nice season to end, and finished it with a district championship, too.
That's always nice.
The Blue Devils, and that was nice to see in Kalkaska. Now, 1st and 10 coming up now for the Eskimos out of their own timeout at the Sault High 33-yard line. Casey Bray and the Eskimo offense. You think they're going to work quickly here, Ryan?
No huddle,
because they're down a lot. 26-7. Back to pass, snap pass over the middle, completed, and that's going to be Lawson. Tripped up by Salcido, but he's able to get positive yardage on the play all the way across the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I noticed Bray again, quick pass. I see Sault High here is blitzing their linebacker, their middle linebacker a lot, just to try to get some more pressure on them, and it's opening a zone right in the middle of the field, so it'll be interesting to see if Sault High keeps blitzing.
Bray in the shotgun, twins to the left, receiver to the right, one lone halfback, and they hand it off to him and flushed out of the pocket. Good play as they all shifted over to the right to bring him down. Adam Horrigan, Timmy Garland over there as well, and Salcido and Willis able to bring down the Escanaba ball carrier. 3rd and 2 coming up from the 25.
Yeah, ball carrier had nowhere to go. He started off in the middle. Good jump cut by him to get outside, but good pursuit by Sault High to wrap him up, and 3rd and 2.
Timmy Garland, I was kidding him when we had him on the air doing the pancake breakfast for the kickoff pancake breakfast at Applebee's. Bray, quick pass, caught, breaking tackles deep into Sault High territory. That's number 6 for the Eskimos on the pitch and catch. That's Cole Reese, but I was kidding Timmy. I said, Tim, I thought you graduated. You've been here, seems like so long, but of course a 3-year player, and he's been a good, steady player for Sault High.
He has been, yeah. Good, positive kid, too.
Yep.
I know he's good friends with my cousin Carter, and they love having him around. He's a very good young man.
1st and 10 from the 17 of Sault High for the Eskimos. 1:25 to go in the 3rd quarter of play as they get a first out on that play. Do the Eskimos. Bray, another screen pass, left side. Caden Brown breaking tackles. Broke 3 tackles, will juke move inside the 5, and he's brought down there as he tried to keep going inside the 5 for Escanaba in Blue Devil territory. It's a 1st and goal for the Eskimos, down 26-7.
3 missed tackles right there, Dave. Guys leaving their feet, diving, and fortunately we were able to get them down, but just juking, and yeah, you can't be doing arm tackles and diving like that in open field. These Eskimos are pretty athletic, so you got to form tackle and get them down.
Now Bray with twins to the right. One lone setback up his right hip. We get flags flying. Sault High's clapping. It's going to be a false start on the Eskimos.
That's a big one.
Back them up 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st and goal from the 10. That's a false start. 5-yard penalty. Back to the 10-yard line on 1st and goal for Escanaba from the Sault High 10. And it's a 26-7 Blue Devil lead.
I think you're going to see just what they've been doing, something quick out in the open, a quick little out route or a quick little swing pass to one of the backs in the backfield. Because these backs, when they get in some open space, they have some athletic kids on the Escanaba team that can move in space. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here, 1st and 10.
Now Casey Bray, back to pass, little screen pass completed. Caden Brown breaking tackles as he tries to get towards the goal line down to about the 5. 2nd and goal from the 5 it should be.
Yep, again, quick swing pass out of the backfield. He's able to make another man miss. Sault High's got to really get their form tackling down right now. We're diving at guys and arm tackling, so get in front of the guy, make the tackle.
Gain of 3, so it's 2nd and goal from the 7. 25 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Bray looks to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown for Escanaba. Bray finds his man.
I think it's number 7.
Lawson.
Yep. Quick little slant. Good one-step drop. Quick slant. Found him in the open right in the middle. Sault High blitzed again. Found a good play call by Escanaba.
Huge for the Eskimos.
Yeah, they needed that.
Big time. And 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. A little screen pass up the middle. Bray able to find his man. Lawson. 5-yard pitch and catch.
Blocked the extra point.
And they blocked the extra point to the Blue Devils. That is huge as it now remains 26-13. So that's a big play for the Devils.
Yeah, it is. Anytime you can get a team from just, even if it's 1 point, not let them get that point, that's huge. So good defensive stand there to get a blocked field goal for Sault High. Hopefully we can get the ball back here and just keep doing what we've been doing all night. Pound the ball, tire out this Escanaba defense, and chew up some clock.
The PAT no good, and that is big for Sault High as it remains a 26-13 Blue Devil lead with 20 seconds to go here in the half. or in the third quarter of play. 26-13, Blue Devils will get the ball back here in a moment. Will Sault High. And a nice pitch and catch. Casey Bray finding Trent Lawson in the back of the end zone for the Eskimos. And that was a time-consuming drive for them. It took 3 minutes and 20 seconds. But they were quick about it because they still have time in the fourth quarter, so that was huge for Escanaba. There's the squib kick taken by the Blue Devils, and they'll be brought down as a couple flags fly, and brought down shy of the 30-yard line.
Flags
on the
everywhere.
play. Oh, it's a yard sale.
Yeah, I think every ref on the field threw a flag there.
And 26-13 is the score. Sault High with the lead. 11 seconds to go here in the quarter. 3 flags on the field, so the officials are conferring here. 11 seconds to go in the third quarter of play.
Good crowd for Escanaba tonight too. A lot of people out here supporting the Eskimos.
Well, they come in droves, and tell you what, this is a football town. I mean, they've had, the 1980 state championship. Kevin Tapany, the former Minnesota Twin pitcher, was the quarterback of the team. UP Hall of Famer.
Yep, Ralph Saranowski lives around. Isn't he from here?
I want to say they have a summer home over here, and they also obviously have a home in the Sioux. He used to be the line coach here for many years. After he was his days as the head coach at Sault High football was done.
I think my dad played for him. Him and
a lot of
Mr.
people
Menard. Yeah, they just had a nice little.
Glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
I was just going to. I'm glad you did. They had a nice little thing for him a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Jimmy Bennon, I
Sold
think, was
some
involved.
T-shirts for him. And it's good to see him.
Jimmy Bennon was heavily involved in that.
He was my track coach in middle school, too. So
been around a long time, and a diehard Blue Devil and Eskimo.
Up the middle.
Look out, up the middle, run for Sault High, and all the way up towards midfield is K.O. Bell. That's a huge scamper for the Blue Devils to end the third quarter of play. First down, Blue Devils, 1 second left on that clock.
Yeah, great play. Same play all night. Just 24 and 26 trap right up the middle. Great blocking by the Sault High offensive line. Gave Bell a huge hole to run through. I thought he was taking it all the way to the house. He had one guy in front of him that made the tackle. Great play for Sault High. 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line.
That was a huge gain of 35 yards for K.O. Bell. Clock runs down to 0. Sault High has a first down. They have the ball at midfield in the lead, 26-13. They have the ball when we return back in 1 minute. Blue Devils up 26-13. You're listening to Blue Devil football from Escanaba at 1230 WSOO. A big run by K.O. Bell to end the third quarter of play. It was a 35-yard run, first down for Sault High. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils in Escanaba territory at the Eskimo 33. Sault High 26, Escanaba 13. As we start the fourth quarter of play, Dave Watson, Ryan Wollan back in Escanaba with week 1 of the high school football season. Blue Devils with the lead, 1st and 10 from the Escanaba 33. Now the handoff, this is going to be Rakigam again. He'll scat it off to the right side there and slice around and be brought down on the play, gain about 2-3 yards.
Yeah, nice play by Rakigam there to get outside and make a couple guys miss. He's a hard runner, I've noticed, for the last couple of years for the Sault High, so it's good to see him out here getting the ball too. And he, like I said, made a couple guys miss right there and was able to gain some positive yards.
Rakigam came up off the JVs about 3 games into last season and made an impact. And now the handoff up the middle for Sault High. And they'll get deep into Escanaba territory. Nice little run there from the 30 all the way across the 25 for Sault High. Third down coming up, a 3rd and 2 with under 11 minutes to go in regulation.
Yeah, I think this Sault High offense is just really doing a good job about wearing down this Escanaba defense, especially going up the middle almost every play. And they're doing very well about wearing them down.
Now Campbell, hands off. This is Bell. A host of Eskimos are there off right tackle, and they'll drive him out of bounds.
I think he got the first down, though.
Well, it took almost the whole defensive line, and he still was moving.
Yeah, they met in the middle, and the whole defensive line was on him, pushing him right, and I still think he was maybe not It might be short, but it's going to be close to a first down again.
4 down territory either way.
Yep.
It is a first down.
Yep. Good second effort by Bell.
Boy, he's powerful and tough to bring down, and he's going to be a key clog. We're already seeing it in this offense for Sault High.
I think that's just going to be their mentality, is run the ball and control the clock with this big offensive line.
Split backs are behind Campbell. Campbell now, hands off. This is going to be Rakigam, and he's able to get all the way across on the play with another good run across the 20 to about the 18-yard line. The other thing, too, you talk about Bell. Once Campbell even gets his feet wet even more, how dynamic will he be back there at the quarterback position with all the things he can do? We've already seen his strong arm.
Right.
We've seen his legs a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, tonight they've been giving it mostly to Bell, but I think it shows once you get closer to the goal line that they can give Campbell the ball.
And now Campbell, hands off. It's Rakigam again, breaking tackles. He's going to be brought down on the play. A 2nd and 6 from the 18 it was.
Yeah, good cut by Rakigam there. He had the defensive end right on the outside. He made a nice cut to get upfield, north and south, and get a couple yards for Sault High.
9:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bugs coming in here.
A little bit. Not too bad.
Not at least I have those no-see-ums are the ones that will, this time of year, they'll kill you. Golf league the other night at Wild Bluff. One got me right on the elbow. And now the handoff for Sault High. They hit the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Cale Bell, 15-yard scamper for the Blue Devils.
Yep, again, tried to go up the middle. Nothing was there. Good cut by Bell. He's got some speed, too, for a bigger kid, and made it to the corner of the end zone. Great drive by Sault High again, wearing down this Escanaba defense.
8:57 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Cale Bell with a 15-yard touchdown for Sault High.
Yeah, that's quite the combo when you got an offensive line the size Sioux does, and then a quarterback the size of Campbell, and a hard running back in Bell, and other running backs as well.
Here's your attempt at an extra point, and that one is up.
Good.
Did he tuck it?
No. Went wide
yes.
Right.
Oh, no, wide right.
Wide right. I think somebody, Escanaba defender might have got a hand
Who was that
on
attempting it there?
It looked like number 30.
Yeah, it did.
McDonald? Ethan McDonald?
Yes, Ethan McDonald.
He played soccer, didn't he?
Yep, and Amac said earlier Ethan McDonald will be the guy trying the kicks. And Ethan just missed that one, so it remains 32-13. Another big run for Cale Bell. What a half for Sault High.
Oh, yeah. That is exactly what they needed to come out and set the tempo right away. And they've been doing a very good job about controlling the clock and the line of scrimmage on offense. So the offensive line's been doing an outstanding job blocking, giving these Sault High running backs holes to run in.
And a 32-13 lead for the Blue Devils over Escanaba as they look to go 1-0 on the campaign. An impressive drive, Cale Bell with the touchdown for Sault High. It will be 3:13 time of that touchdown drive in total for the Blue Devils. There's the kickoff. Escanaba goes after it. It goes towards out of bounds area. 8:54 to go. Does the Eskimo. 1st and 10 at the 35 of Escanaba for the Eskimos.
Yeah, and great open field tackle there by Salcido on the kickoff. Kid caught the ball kind of short. It was a short kick, but Salcido got there, broke down, made the play, open field tackle. That's something I've noticed Sault High might need to work on, is just their open field tackling a little bit instead of diving and arm tackling. So here we'll get a chance to see it on defense.
85-yard drive for Sault High for the touchdown. And there's the quick pass. And that's Lawson up the right side. He's going to scoot by 2 Blue Devils and gets a first down towards midfield.
Yeah, I think that's just the goal for Escanaba. They got athletes, I think, that can catch the ball, and they're just throwing these quick passes, giving the receivers a chance to catch the ball and get upfield, and they are doing a good job about making some Blue Devils miss.
It's a first down, 1st and 10 from the Escanaba 47-yard line, and now Bray back to pass. He'll throw over the middle, batted down. Incomplete pass, 2nd down.
Yeah, good little crossing pattern there for Escanaba. Just wasn't able to connect with it. So 2nd and 10 for Escanaba on the 47.
8:39 to go in the ball game. Again, next week, the Blue Devil home opener. Hopefully get a good crowd. It's on a Thursday night. 6:35 of the kickoff show. Ryan and I will be there here on Radio Sioux for the VanCitter's Field. Grayling in town. Northern Michigan Football Conference game. The conference opener for Sault High. Bray throws it away. He was flushed out of the pocket. Incomplete pass. Throws it behind the Escanaba bench. Grayling and Sault High next Thursday. 6:35 of the kickoff show. Hopefully get a good crowd on hand. And after tonight's performance, you're going to want to see this team.
Grayling, was that an overtime loss last year?
Yeah, Scotty Nason filled in for me. I was at a Blake Shelton concert.
Oh, hey, can't blame you for that.
But that was a back-and-forth game. He was sending me messages. Yeah. And that's when they had that running back, that Milliken, who ran like a deer. And they ended up winning that game 36-32 in a shootout over Sault High. And now the handoff up the middle, not much doing there. And a host of Blue Devils in on the tackle, bringing down the Escanaba ball carrier Lawson.
Yeah, good surge by Sioux defensive line. The last 2 plays, they tried to run the ball here, and Sault High met them right in the backfield. And on the last play on the pass, they got in the backfield quick, and Bray wasn't able to make a pass. So 4th down, 13. Looks like they're going to punt it here.
They will punt it away. Will the Eskimos? Sault High has a man back deep. Number 2 back there. That's Max Scott. There's the booming punt. And it goes all the way back. Sault High was thinking fake punt again. And Escanaba touches it dead back at the 5-yard line of Sault High. Question is, Scott Menard switched quarterbacks here, with the game in hand.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Gave Lujan some snaps.
Yeah, maybe give Campbell a break because, it looks like Callan's. Oh, no. They're going to keep Callan in, because they need Callan on defense too, So I wouldn't be surprised here. Maybe this will be Callan's last drive. I would expect Sault High is just not going to change a thing, just keep doing what they're doing.
We haven't talked about it much, Ryan, but what a job Callan's done at quarterback.
Yeah, he's really managed the game very well.
Done a nice job. And now from his own 5, they'll hand off, and this is Rakigam. He finds a hold on the right sideline. It's a foot race, and he has nothing but green in front of him. Open the door. He's taking it to the house. 95-yard touchdown run, no flags.
Yeah, great play by Rakigam. He got the ball. The play was designed to go to the middle, and there was nothing there. He made a nice cut to the right all the way, used his speed all the way down the right sideline, untouched for a touchdown. Great play.
Rakigam with a 95-yard scamper.
Yeah, untouched too. It was a great jump cut by him. I think they were trying to go up the middle like they've been all night. Escanaba did a good job about getting in the backfield, and he just made a great cut to the right and gone.
Ethan McDonald will try another point after here. Sault High has the lead 38-13. Boy, that's a tight-fisted game, and at halftime, 14-7, and all Blue Devils in the second half. They have completely shut down the Eskimos.
There it is.
And a point after right up the middle.
Good kick by Ethan.
Nice job by Ethan. That will be big to have.
He got some distance on that one, too, there.
And a nice job by Ethan McDonald. 39-13, Escanaba trailing Sault High.
Yeah, good second half adjustment by Gordy Campbell for the Sault High defense. Has played a lot better covering the pass in the second half, so got to give props to Gordy right there.
Boy, what a job by the Devils tonight. We've seen River Rakigam with a nifty touchdown. Cale Bell's had a good game. A lot of highlights tonight.
Yes, there has been.
And we'll take it. And a win in Escanaba. It's been a long time since Sault High has won in Escanaba.
Yeah, they used to be on our schedule consistently, and they were a tough team. It was always going to be a dogfight. It was never going to be easy. And like you alluded to, the first half, it was pretty neck and neck. So it's good to see Sault High having some success.
39-13, Sault High with the lead. The first time I did a game here, Ryan, was that playoff game in 06, right before I started at the prison, I remember. And it was back and forth game. Escanaba won it in overtime in the playoffs. Caden Brown with a big run now, breaking tackles. He gets all the way towards midfield. He's going to be brought down. Sault High had him down on a 4th down play. and Escanaba went with a draw play. Everybody thought it was going to be a pass, and Sault High was one play away from moving on to the second round. And the kid for Escanaba ran all the way down, and Sault High still says to this day, Scott Menard swears up and down, he stepped out of bounds, and I'm pointing where he stepped out.
On the left corner?
On that left corner on the seating bleacher side of the field. They have bleachers on one side here in Escanaba, and they ended up winning the game. And Escanaba did, and Sault High still says to this day.
You know, I remember listening to that game on the radio now as a kid back in 06.
You know, they still say, swear up and down, he went out of bounds. And now back to pass. Lawson cuts over the defensive back and leaps to make a big catch there for Escanaba in Sault High territory. 1st and 10, that's a pitch and catch of 30-plus yards into Sault High territory.
You know, that was pretty good coverage by Max Scott there. And, you know, I think he just didn't get his head turned around. The receiver got in front of him, and his back was turned to the quarterback, and still pretty decent coverage, but nice catch by the Escanaba receiver.
And Trent Lawson with that play.
Yep, good play.
And now this will be a whistle on the play as Timmy Garland in the backfield there for Sault High. 7 minutes to go in the ball game, 7:04. But that game and that playoff game was the first time Sault High played Escanaba since like 81. And that was in 2006, so that was a long time.
2006, who was Zach Anderson?
Zach Anderson leapfrogged a lineman like right at midfield and ran 40 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, JP Terrio. Yeah, he's coaching 5th and 6th level.
Is he?
Mike Lynn. Yeah, Mike Lynn recruited him to help him coach. So
I had Mike Lynn in the box next to me screaming his head off, calling the plays.
He wouldn't do that.
You could hear him clearly on the air. And him and Gordy over there. Now Bray, that was the old press box. They've renovated it since. There's a pass, a little jump catch there, caught by the Eskimos. And they're deep into Sault High territory. Devils letting the foot off the gas a little bit now with 6:48 to go in a 39-13 lead.
Again, Sault High defensive line, great job of putting pressure on the quarterback, and he just kind of threw a hope and a prayer. And again, Sault High defensive backs
trouble in the defensive backfield.
Not watching the ball. They're letting these receivers beat them, and it's forcing them to be turned around.
And that's problematic. It could be. That's one thing to work on. I'm sure they will. And now the little screen pass, the left side. That was a number 2 that time for Escanaba, and that was Ben Johnson.
Yeah, quick little swing pass out to the left side of the field. Good job by a Sault High linebacker. I couldn't tell who made the tackle, but good open field tackle by him to bring him down quickly. Because if we don't get these guys down quickly, Escanaba has shown that they do have speed and agility in their skill positions.
Yes, they do. And now it will be Bray in the shotgun. Back to pass, looking. He's under duress. Looking, throws, and it is caught for the touchdown in the end zone by number 1 for Escanaba. And a pitch and catch of 7 yards. Bray finding in Adam Reamer.
Yeah, got to give great credit there. He was under duress again. He stepped up in the pocket. I thought he was going to run it for a second. He found his receiver open right in the middle of the end zone. Nice pitch and catch.
And that was a 7-yard pitch and catch there. Bray finding his man. Point after coming up. And that is under the crossbar, no good.
Flags again.
Flags again. And the kicker there, Julian Cashin, trying that one. We'll check the marker.
Got a lot of flags on special teams tonight.
A lot of flags overall in this game, which can happen in week 1.
Week 1, yeah, week 1.
A lot of false starts. You expect that. No good. And the penalty flag must have been on Escanaba.
Yeah, I believe so.
And it's a 39-19 Sault High lead with 5:53 left here in the 4th quarter of play here in Escanaba. They've silenced this big crowd. A lot of them have been heading towards the exits, but a lot of them still here. The band's still playing.
You know, I think a lot of learning points for Sault High tonight. They've done a lot of nice things, but there's also a lot of things that they can work on. You know, offensively, they've been doing very well running the ball, but defensively, you know, you got some inexperience at defensive back, so a lot of key points that they can cover in film and things that I'm sure that they'll be working on.
Yeah, no
A lot of positives, though, too.
5:53 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. And a 39-19 lead. I think overall Scott Menard will be extremely pleased.
Oh, yeah.
As he well should be. He'll be a happy bus ride home. And Jasek now runs into his own man, the kick returner, and there goes another flag. Why wouldn't they? And they cross all the way to the midfield. Come on, guys.
Yeah, good play by Jasek, though. He caught the ball, had a bunch of guys around him, and again, he made a good cut and got outside, got some positive yards.
Ryan and I would like to get home before 7 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm going
guys,
in at 6.
And the Zebras probably have a pizza waiting for him, so 5:42 to go. And another hanky flies.
I've been seeing it mostly on special teams,
Yes.
it seems like.
Yep, you're right. There's been a lot of that. A lot of false starts. To expect in week 1. We mentioned that earlier. But a lot of delays here. And, of course, these are always – and then with the special teams once, Ryan.
Yeah.
Then they got to confer for for about 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now the white hat comes
Oh, it
out
was on Escanaba, too.
on the return.
Usually it's a block in the back or a clipping or
A hold.
a hold, yep. Notice quite a few face mask calls tonight, too.
Yeah, a lot of face mask calls, to your point, absolutely. 5:42 to go here in the fourth. 39-19 the score. Sault High with the lead here.
I would expect Sault High to get some, maybe some underclassmen in here at running back, get them some game experience.
Munising final. They've beaten Rudyard 34-7 in Rudyard tonight. A game over on Country 105 was the EUP game of the week. Pickford plays tomorrow against Gaylord St. Mary's, and St. Ignace is at Tawas. And Cedarville's playing tonight too, Cedarville Detour, and they are playing Superior Central up in Evan. Those are the area teams in action tonight. As Sault High with 5:42 to go. Escanaba defensively. Sault High has the ball at midfield now at the 49-yard line. After all that. And now another delay.
Oh, they're backing them up.
Yep, now a penalty flag against Sault High. Now, is that a chop block?
Yeah, looks about moving it back about 20 yards. Yeah.
So a few rule changes this year have to do with protecting the quarterback. I don't know if you saw this or not. The quarterback can throw the ball away, and it will be not penalized against him if it means, it's just against late hits and things of that nature. That's why that's
safety
one
of the player.
Safety, yep.
Yep.
And then also a new chop block rule as well in play, all for the safety. And common sense rules.
Yeah, I have no issues when they try to change rules for safety of the kids. I know that's a big thing that all levels of football have been working on, and like I said, I have no issue in it regarding
Have you
safety.
noticed this year, almost every level, the padded helmets of practice?
Oh,
the
yeah.
pad over there.
Yep.
I've noticed it's like universal all the way across the board too. We're going from the NFL on down.
Yeah.
I've seen high school teams with them.
Yep.
Like you're gonna see, if they don't already, you're gonna see high schoolers and beyond have that.
It might be a mandatory thing down the road, though, especially just with how the collisions in football and everything. And it makes sense.
Yep.
I mean, anything that gives the kids more safety.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
It's a violent game. Let's make it as safe as we can for the kids and for anybody. And 2nd and 9 from the 35 now for Sault High. And this is River Rakegum again. Rakegum on the 95-yard touchdown run, a highlight of this game as he gets all the way across midfield. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils with 5:01 to go here in the fourth quarter of play, all the way up to the 45-yard line for River. And a nice low run off the right side, getting to the Sault High 45.
Yeah, again, I mean, these Sault High running backs are good about making one guy miss, and they do have speed. And they run with a purpose. They're not afraid to lower their shoulder, and that's nice to see because that's kind of been how Sault High's offense has been ever since I've been around anyway.
Split backs are behind quarterback Campbell. They go up the middle. And the one thing I'm noticing, and we talked about it a little bit, we talked about Kale Bell being the bell cow tonight, no pun intended, but several running backs, a different dynamic. Rakegum gives you a different look. They'll bring in him, and then they'll toss about 3 or 4 other guys, and they're all a variation of different looks.
Yeah, the last few years I've noticed Sault High does a lot of motion. I don't think I've seen one motion play tonight.
No, none. And now the whistle, and coming in, there is a lot of questions with this team, especially also around the quarterback, because Jake Davey held that position for 4 years.
Yes.
And played the most games and did it very well. And that was never a question for 4 years.
Right.
But coming in, this is a big question. Who was going to get it? Callan ended up as a penalty against Sault High. I'll back him up a bit. Campbell's the guy coming into the season, and it will be next week. He has done a very nice job with it. But we talked about, the cupboard's not bare. And there's some skill there, and there's things to work on. I think that you mentioned the defensive backfield, and they will. I'm sure that'll be something they'll work on. Gordy Campbell's already circled it. We know
I'm sure he has.
But nice adjustments at the half by Sault High defensively as well. Rakegum now with another big run, and he says daylight around 2 Eskimos. I don't know how he got around them, all the way to the end zone for the touchdown for Sault High.
Just feisty. They don't quit. They don't stop their feet from moving. Great run. Outside run, he cut it back up the middle, ran through 2 Eskimo defenders, and was able to get in the end zone. So great to see for Rakegum to get in the end zone twice tonight.
56-yard touchdown run. River Rakegum for Sault High. 3:49 to go here in the ball game. 45-19 Sault High. Rakegum gets into the end zone. Point after Ethan McDonald. And that is up. And that tucks into the left upright. That's good. And, you might see more of him as he's
got
getting
some
comfortable.
Distance on just these extra points even. So nice kick by Ethan.
McDonald gets the PAT. And Sault High has the 46-19 lead.
Now, is he doing soccer too and just coming for football games?
That,
Do you know? I know some kids were doing that. They would play soccer, and then on Fridays they would come and do the kicking for the football team.
See if Al's still listening. Yeah, he's a senior, and he did play soccer last year, and I would think he might be.
I think he would be too, yeah.
And if Al's still listening and hasn't turned off his radio, he'll certainly reply. And I know Sault High's had a good relationship amongst the two sports.
As should be.
And Al's been a very class guy, allowing his players to do it and working with football, as much as he possibly can.
I think it's good for kids to play multiple sports if they can. Instead of just focusing on one, I think it's better for them. That's just my personal opinion.
Ethan was a 4 or 3 sport athlete last year. Hadn't played hockey in a few years. He came back and played hockey. Played baseball, and of course soccer. Now a 4-sport athlete, I would surmise. There's the kickoff, and now it will be taken there by Caden Brown. He's had good returns, and another one as he's able to get up towards the 40-yard line or so for Escanaba. 3:40 to go in the ball game. 46-19 Sault High.
Yeah, this Brown's got very good ball carrier vision. He's another one that is hard to bring down. Makes good cuts, and he's had some nice plays on special teams tonight.
Now, if I was to say before the game to you, traveling up US2, Sault High's going to win by this margin.
Oh, I wouldn't have believed it.
No,
I thought it would be a dogfight.
It was at halftime.
Yeah, and especially the way halftime went, I thought it would maybe be a game that comes down to the last possession. But honestly, not too many turnovers tonight. Sault High had a fumble, and Escanaba threw an interception. But other than that, there hasn't been too many turnovers that I've noticed.
46-19 Sault High with the lead. 1st and 10 for the Eskimos. Bray screen pass right side, and he got entangled there to the Escanaba player with the Sault High defender, Cade Lujan, over there, but he spun around him, knocked out of bounds on the screen pass to Cole Reese.
Yep, just another quick out route. Right now, I think you're going to see Escanaba just working on their pass patterns, and it was a good play by him. Catch it and get out of bounds for time management-wise. 3:34 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. 46-19 Sault High.
2nd and 5 coming up for Escanaba from midfield. Quick pass right side. Diving for that there was the receiver for the Eskimos, again, Reese.
Yeah, good catch.
And he did. He caught it. 3:24 clock rolling. Sault High will get the 1-0 in the campaign. And again, big win against a Division IV opponent.
Especially against a team that has thrown the ball pretty much all night.
Yeah.
I have never seen a high school team throw it as much as Escanaba has tonight.
And now they'll pitch it back. And off the sweep, this is going to be Ben Johnson. And then we'll see how this plays here with the Escanaba faithful.
Yeah.
We know what they like to run the football, and that's what they've had success. And now when I saw on Jack Hall's site in the Radio Results Network that spread offense, and I don't know how that's going to play in the Banana Belt. We'll see. If they start off 0-3, 0-4, we're going to start hearing whispers. Or they will over here.
They definitely have a kid in Bray here that can throw the ball and is very capable of doing it. And they haven't had too many drops too. So, but like you said, just depends on how it works for them through the season.
Yeah. Well, if it ain't working, they'll certainly let them know about it.
Right.
The faithful here, and
yeah, they take it serious here.
Oh yes, they do. Escanaba and Gladstone.
Yeah.
And host of Blue Devils in on the tackle there on that play, and we get a stoppage and a 1st and 10 coming up here as Sault High will take over. 2:22 to go here in the ball game. Escanaba switching personnel. 2:24 to go in the 4th quarter of play. 46-19 Blue Devil lead. 2:22 left here in this ball game. An impressive performance by the Blue Devils. Cale Bell and River Rakegum have been the story offensively for Sault High. Rakegum, a 95-yard scamper, then a 56-yard scamper. Cale Bell has been outstanding. The big fullback has scored multiple touchdowns. Carter Olszewski with a 70-yard pick 6, and that was the dagger.
I think that's what really set the tempo for the second half. I think, as I was alluding to before halftime, I think Sault High defensively needed to make a play because they weren't doing anything against the pass, and Escanaba was just kind of having their way with them, being able to go up the field, and I think that really amped up the intensity for Sault High, being able to make a big defensive play like
Absolutely.
that.
Well, you think about it. It was only a 2-score game when Carter had the pick 6.
Yeah.
That was the dagger because that took the sail right out of
right.
Whatever air was left, she gone after that.
Yeah, and then to come back on another offensive drive and just pound the ball really helped as well.
15-yard run by Bell, and then Rakegum had the 95-yard scamper. So
they got Lujan in at quarterback now.
We knew that was coming.
Yep.
Why not? Here in the garbage time as Caden will get some snaps. And Sault High will get the victory to get to 1-0. They'll have Grayling coming up next week in week 2. You could not have scripted a better. Anytime you can win on the road.
Oh, exactly.
And to open on the road and here.
Especially here.
Well, embrace it because it ain't easy winning in Escanaba. As easy as it is winning in Marquette. And that's the only time Sault High will be in the UP other than Sault Ste. Marie this year because this is the only UP team they're playing. And now right off the right side, down the sideline it will go. They won't go on the road now until week number 5. They'll have 3 straight home games.
Wow, yeah.
They'll be in West Branch against Ogama Heights. And they'll have 3 straight, starting with Grayling, Sheboygan, Superior Heights. My math's correct. And run for Sault High, getting it now to 3rd and 11. A little scamper.
Yeah, it looks like Sault High is kind of getting some other kids in here at running back. And as Dave said, they got Lujan in at quarterback now. Get some other kids in, get them some game experience here, which I like to see.
Number 34, Dan Danuccio McShane. Another Danuccio McShane out there as the Newts has graduated. And the handoff now goes right off the reverse to the left side to number
Stevenson.
20, Stevenson for Sault High. That's Evan Stevenson. And Sault High getting as many kids they could get in the game. They have 40 on the roster.
which is awesome to see.
That is.
I remember
25-30 in the JVs.
Yeah, and a few years ago, I remember we were almost scratching to get kids. Had 17 kids one year, maybe 20. So it's awesome to see the kids coming out and playing football. And I got to give props to the youth football program too, who I think it's Kipper who's doing the flag football, and there's a bunch of kids down there doing that. So it's awesome to see.
Yeah, they have a huge contingent. My nephew, little John Hill, is out there at flag football, coming in from Brimley. He said the other day, he's 6 years old. He says, "What's your favorite part about?" Because I like getting that flag. I like playing with kids. He's going to be a football player, I can tell already.
Good, and that's awesome to see. It gets kids involved and interested, and like I said, for the 5th and 6th has 40 kids, and 7th and 8th has about 36, so it's awesome to see all the numbers coming.
And credit to the upperclassmen, because they went out politic, and they
did.
They went out. Hey, come on out, come on out.
They got some buddies to come out and play, and yes, that's huge when you can do that.
35 seconds left in this one. 1st and 10 coming up for Escanaba. Sault High turns it over on downs as Casey Bray and the Eskimos. A couple more plays. Sault High will be home to Grayling next week. Eskimos home to Cadillac here in Escanaba. If you want to see the Eskimos, if you're an Escanaba fan, you only have 3 times to do it, and you have to go on the road to see them. That is as quirky as a schedule.
Yeah,
First 3 games at home, 6 on the road. And now Bray in the shotgun has trips to the left, and he'll look, throw right, incomplete. They wanted the flag, and of course, why not? And throw it. 30 seconds left here in this one. 4th quarter of play, 46-19, Blue Devils with the lead. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a roughing the passer call or defensive pass interference. It looks like defensive pass interference.
Well, young man sold it, too. He put his arms in the air. Certainly sold it. And that's what he was attempting to do in that situation.
I noticed Escanaba, when they're doing these passing routes, they're doing a lot of crossing routes with their tight end and receiver. So you got 2 guys crossing in front of your linebackers, which can create confusion and chaos. And that's kind of been where this success for Escanaba's been tonight.
Blue Devils now down to 28 seconds left, and they have a 46-19 lead. A little run off the right side, and a little sweep play. That was number 2, Ben Johnson. He's brought down on the play, about the 45 of Sault High on the play.
Yeah, good play by Sault High, good pursuit by Sault High to go and make the tackle, open field tackle.
10 seconds to go here in this one. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Eskimos. 40-yard line is where they'll be. Reminder, Saturday, Coach's Corner, first corner of the year at Applebee's. And the sports bar, as always, scores that matter at the top of the show, 11:05 a.m. till noon. We'll have a happy Coach Menard with us as we'll talk to Scotty about today's game, preview the rest of the season, talk Blue Devil football the whole hour on Coach's Corner. Saturday morning on 1230 WSOO, 1230WSOO.com, and the TuneIn app as well.
Yeah, good end of the night for him for how it started with the bus.
Oh, some snacks. Thank you, sir. Very
Appreciate
nice.
it.
Setting some snacks up here for us. A little traveler snack, if you will.
Perfect.
Yeah. And very nice, very accommodating, the good folks here in Escanaba have been tonight. And now we've been rude visitors coming in and getting a win. But they've done it many times in the VanCitters, and that will do it. Sault High wins it, 46-19 the final score. Ryan, before I let you head east, your final thoughts on this one. Impressive win by the Blue Devils, 46-19. The second half was impressive.
Yeah, I'm very happy for Sault High. They came out, ran the ball, controlled the clock, struggled in the first half, but really came out with a different mentality in the second half and made some good adjustments. And as you alluded to, it's always good to come here and beat a high-quality team in Escanaba. So very happy for Sault High. They got some learning points. You're going to have to watch the film and work on some things for this next week coming up, but I think they're going to do just fine. Great win for Sault High.
But anytime you can win here,
yes,
you'll
absolutely.
take it. I'll let you get going. Thanks for coming on over here. Fun to have you on the road. always a treat when we get people to go on the road. I don't expect them to, but hey, we get a win, and we'll see you on Thursday in the Sioux.
All right, sounds good, Dave. Thanks for having me.
All right, that is Ryan Wollan, our football analyst, and I'll come back with the post-game show in a moment. Blue Devils victorious, 46-19 over Escanaba. They're 1-0 in the campaign, and we're back in 2 minutes with the post-game show on 1230 WSOO. Impressive win on the road to start the high school football season for Sault High as they knock off the Escanaba Eskimos in Escanaba. It's been a long, long time. You probably got to go back to the 70s, the last time Sault High won in Escanaba, and they win it here by a score of 46-19, an impressive second half and a dominating second half for the Blue Devils. Here's the totals of the game. Sault High in the first quarter of play, they would have no scoring on either side. Both teams had chances. Both turned over the ball. Then in the second quarter, 6:09 left in the second quarter. Blue Devils will get a touchdown run from Cale Bell from 6 yards out. 3:43 time of the drive. The 2-point conversion was no good, 6-0 Sault High. Escanaba came right back, though. A 52-yard pitch and catch from Casey Bray, the quarterback, to Caden Brown. And 45 seconds time of the drive. Took 4 plays. PAT was good, 7-6 Escanaba. 7 seconds left in the second quarter of play. Callan Campbell will take it in from 1 yard out. 2-point try was good on a pass to Joey Gravel. Time of the drive, 5:15, 80-yard drive. The critical play was a fourth down passing play that took a 25-yard passing play. Callan Campbell would find Max Scott on the goal line. That would set up the Campbell 1-yard touchdown run. 7 seconds left in the half, and Sault High was able to take the lead 14-7. Second half, all Blue Devils. Blue Devils came out in the second half, time-consuming drive, 6:56 time of the drive. Callan Campbell, 5-yard touchdown run, 10 plays. The drive would go. 2-point try, no good, 20-7 Sault High. 80-yard drive and all. And then the backbreaker. Carter Oshalski with a pick 6 for Sault High. He would step in front of the passing lane. The quarterback, Casey Bray, for the Eskimos, would telegraph his pass. It would be a 70-yard pick 6 for Carter Oshalski. He would toe step the sideline into the end zone for the touchdown. 2-point try, no good, 26-7 Blue Devils. And then the Eskimos would get a touchdown, a 5-yard passing play. Casey Bray would find Trent Lawson. PAT was no good. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of play, and Sault High had a 26-13 lead. Into the fourth, Cale Bell with a touchdown run of 15 yards. He would hit the left corner of the end zone for the touchdown. 3:13 would be the time of the drive. 6 plays, 85-yard drive in total for Sault High. Then at 8:57 of the fourth quarter, as the Blue Devils would, or rather 7:31 of the fourth quarter, River Rakegum would have a 95-yard touchdown run. Ethan McDonald will hit the point after. 39-13 Sault High. Rakegum with a 95-yard scamper for the touchdown. 5:53 left in the game. Bray would find Reamer for a touchdown on a 10-yard pitch and catch. PAT was no good. At 3:49, Rakegum's second touchdown of the game. Another long run, 56 yards this time for the touchdown. PAT good by McDonald. That would make it 46-19, and the Blue Devils move on to the victory. They're 1-0 on the campaign. Coach's Corner returns Saturday morning, 11:05 a.m. Till noon from Applebee's on the Business Spur in Sioux, Michigan. This Saturday, we'll have the Scores That Matter at the top of the show, and then Blue Devil head football coach Scott Menard will join us for the rest of the hour. We'll have This Week in High School Sports, much more, and we will have What's on Deck and all that good stuff on Coach's Corner with Scott Menard as our guest on 1230 WSOO, 1230WSOO.com, and the TuneIn app as well. Back in 1 minute, next game preview and a close-up shot from Escanaba. Blue Devils beat the Eskimos to start the high school football season, 46-19 Sault High. Back in 1 minute in the postgame show on 1230 WSOO. Back here in Escanaba as Sault High wins it 46-19. They're 1-0 on the campaign. Eskimos fall to 0-1. Time for our next game preview. The football Blue Devils will have their home opener 1 week from tonight as the Grayling Vikings will come calling in their first Northern Michigan Football Conference contest of the year. The Vikings won last year's contest in a thriller in Grayling, 36-32. That kind of helped Sault High stay out of the playoffs when they went 6-3. That was a game they had to have. Vikings retooling themselves this year. Their outstanding running back Dave Milliken is now at Alma, where Jake Davey, the Sault High quarterback of the last 4 years, is at playing college football. And the Grayling Vikings will be in town on Thursday. You can hear all the action from the VanCitter's field and the Blue Devils home opener. We'll have the kickoff show 6:35 here on 1230 WSOO, 1230WSOO.com, and the TuneIn app as well. Out-of-town scores. Munising dominates Rudyard 34-7. And thank you to Matt Pocket getting us the scores there. And it was also a 58-0 drubbing Newberry gave Brimley. And that was also going on in B-Town tonight. Newberry, a 58-0 win. They're going to be tough in high school football this year as well. 58-0 Newberry over Brimley. And Munising dominates Rudyard in Rudyard 34-7 in high school football tonight. Time for final thoughts. Well, an impressive effort by Sault High. We didn't know what we were going to get, but a very good job. The second half was impressive. Sault High made adjustments. Of course, they will work on things like the deep passes and some of the things in the defensive backfield that went awry, but other than that, the running game was powerful. Callan Campbell did a nice job as at the quarterback position. Sault High against the run defensively was outstanding. A lot of positives going into week 2 for Sault High, and hey, they haven't won here in Escanaba in a long time, so you embrace it and you soak it up because it hasn't happened often. It has tonight. Sault High 46-19 over the Eskimos. Replays of Blue Devil broadcast can be heard at podcast.1230WSOO.com. I'll have a wrap-up of tonight's game on the 1230 WSOO morning show during sports starting the 6 o'clock hour tomorrow morning, so tune in for that as well. You have been listening to Sault High Football, a sports presentation at 1230 WSOO. For my partner, Ryan Wollan, tonight's broadcast engineer, Tiffany Stratton, and a cast of thousands that we're learning tonight, and also everybody else back at Sovereign Communications. I'm Dave Watson saying the final score from Escanaba. Sault High wins in week 1. Final score, Blue Devils 46, Escanaba Eskimos 19. And that will do it for now. Until next time, we are out of here.